The button's been pushed.
What's up,
Oh
everybody?
boy!
Welcome back to the Bannermanes, episode number
42.
42.
Now shut up! Shut up! This stupid app! That's my line! That's my line! That's my line!
Alright, so last time on
No! I haven't done my intro yet!
GM, you're supposed to keep us under control.
A dragon that needs to get to her husband. A cat obsessed with the strange ocean plants. A session to go. What could possibly happen today? Well, that's for me to know and you to find out. As for last time, tangent, go.
Okay, last time on the Bannermanes, Amden got his ass beat by a bunch of dogs, and then we turned the tables on Carrot, and Amden pretty much fucked off after getting a zone of truth for us to interrogate him. And we found out a little bit more about Jinx and Misty, and where we could follow them to Wati, and they were also called ponies instead of Kirans. So we're going back to Bleakburn to pick up Cafe and deal with that, and finish Duck's Bakery.
Oh yeah. Yeah! That was pretty accurate. I like it. Okay. I'm glad that you could be patient enough for that. In any case, we're in Bleakburn, and as per the description of your payment from Amden last time, you guys had the chance to go down and see the wonderful armory and just kind of replace some shit. And now you're all really buffed out and all good to go, except for I believe Moon Planner, who still needs to get their 5th level item, but I'm sure you can do that here. So.
What I've decided to do is purchase another +1 striking rune and then sell it for 80 gold.
That works. If you want to do that, go for it. So you did that, and everybody got their things in order. And quite frankly, Fireheart had to stick around and keep slapping your guys' hands, telling you various things like that isn't the right weapon, it doesn't match your loadout, blah 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 blah. So he was generally very, very strict about it and super autistic, I'm sure. So as you guys are doing this, I assume that you guys are taking about a week of downtime, 7 days, and get your shit together. Let the construction workers do their thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we roll for work?
Yes. So I was actually gonna wait till everybody's in here to do that bit. So if you go to the Compendium Packs tab on your top thing and you search the word macro, that will pull up a folder that just says PF2E macros, and there should be one that you could drag into your bottom bar called Earn Income, which is pretty cool. Because that lets you literally choose the skills that you guys have variable for this. And I'll actually post it in voice chat for you guys just so you guys can see. That's what it looks like. That'll actually let you do the thing. If you guys are doing the 7 days of activities here, what you'll do is, A, you're going to tell me what you're doing as part of your earn income activity, if that is indeed what you are doing. And I'll actually activate Bleakburn here so you guys can... I can set down your tokens over here in the corner, because I think you have to click on a token for it to actually know which one you're doing. So we have Share, Moon Planner, Ord, Ord's big, Shabaka, Sister Ash,
so big.
Swift. I'm just putting you on the map. Don't matter.
Macro fetish detected.
Sister Ash. We have Tangent, Bonk, and stop running away.
I'm putting myself where I'm gonna go.
Nope. Yeah, those are the people we have today. So click on your token, and then when you click on Earn Income, it should give you the option to choose something that you are trained in. Now, depending on what you choose, you need to tell me what you're doing, because that'll help me select a level of the task that you're doing. Select that level, how many days you're doing it, we'll push the button and see how much gold you get.
Okay.
Can we roll play other stuff like gather information?
I am going. If you gather information, you're not using all the days to do the thing. We're going down from the top to bottom, so I'm gonna start with Share.
Oh. You know, I'm making potions, and I'm healing the town folks of shit.
Okay. What?
With my staff of healing, and you know, making various potions, helping out other spellcasters like Mango do their rounds or whatever they need as well.
Okay, well, in you can say, I'll say you could use Arcana for that kind of thing. It wouldn't be for healing though. That'd be specifically for like potion making and shit like that. Because that's two technically different things.
Oh, I was just using my staff.
I mean, fair, I guess so. Arcana roll, and I'd say that is a level 4 activity. So set that.
Can I make, if I do it blindfolded, can it be higher?
Nope.
Or do I want it to be higher?
It's not gonna help
Shit.
you. It's not
You
gonna.
deleted all the things, so I can't metagame.
All right, let's see it. You, over the course of the 7 days, had earn income
That's
level
4
9.
days.
That's 4 days.
That's also
Oh,
you set it
shit,
to
I
level
changed the
9.
wrong-
Change
sorry,
it to
I
level
changed-
4.
Yeah, I changed the wrong thing. Hang on.
God damn it. 7 days.
Yeah, level 4 and then 7 days. Sorry. Wait, what? Why is it so low?
There you go. Level 4. You earned 1 gold. Congratulations.
Well,
7
per day,
gold,
7
you
gold.
mean?
Or yeah, salary for 7 days, 7 gold. There you go. Look at that.
Okay.
7 gold to you.
Do we-
That's mini gold.
On the next
like
one,
the
Moon Planner,
buff?
what are you doing these 7 days?
Moonplanter is going to be helping the local, I forget what their fancy scientific name is, but the people who study nature, I guess the zoologists.
Mhm.
He's going to be studying the local animal as well as the plant life and helping them compose scientific papers on the matter.
That would be in nature.
All right, so I selected nature, but not the level. So what do I need to select for the level?
So you select nature, and I would say that this is up to you. It can be up to I think half your level, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how that works. So I'm not actually sure if that's how it works. How in depth are you going? Is the question.
I'm going to be a smarty smart pants. So if it's half a level, could I go up to level 5 or all the way up to my level?
Let's do level 5. I could see that.
Okay. And for 7 days,
Let's go.
I don't have assurance, but that's okay.
And a success, which means that
Nice.
you, sir,
A critical success.
have gained 14 gold.
Outstanding.
Wow.
All right, 14 gold to you. And that's what you're doing for 7 days. All right, we go down to Ord, the big foreign pony. What are you doing?
I fucking went to get some booze, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm sorry.
Pretty much you're in a town, and do you have the earn income macro in your hotbar?
Income macro, my hotbar, where?
Look in voice enjoyers. Get that macro in your hotbar. Go to the compendium chat. Type in macro. It'll be PF2E macros and earn income. That'll give you a little...
Hold the fuck up. You're going so fast.
You didn't pay attention during
Tangent.
the tutorial.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
off.
Wait, what? Oh,
Tangent!
no, what
I
happened?
unpaused the game for 2 seconds, Tangent!
I took a screenshot and it must have moved me.
She saw all the money Moonplanter was making. She's like, ooh, shiny. And she wanted to touch it.
Yeah, so, Anon, I need you to go into that Compendiums tab up at the top. The DCS just screenshotted in the campaign chat. And then look up the word macro. There's a folder that's called PF2E macros, and it has a bunch in there.
Where's the campaign chat? Hang on. Okay, campaign chat. Okay, I see that. Compendia. Then, in Compendia, I go to macro, I think.
PF2E
Action macros.
No, PF2E macros.
PF2E.
There's one
macros,
called
alright.
Earn Income that you can just drag to your bottom bar, and when you click on it, it gives you a very fancy little pop-out.
Alright, I'm gonna drag it. I'm gonna put in the. Hang on a second, let me see. Alright, earn income. I guess I'm gonna. I don't know, are there trees that need to be chopped?
So click on your token, click the Earn Income thing, and now what you get to tell me is how you're earning income over the 7 days. If you are doing that, indeed. If you're doing something else, let me know.
I guess you could help by the docks.
How are
Maybe
you,
just,
how are you helping?
carrying stuff?
How are you helping by
Carrying
the
stuff
docks?
around? I don't know. Carrying stuff around.
That
to
works.
unload it.
Athletics.
Yeah, that'd be athletics, straight up.
Athletics.
How what's the biggest thing that you're allowing yourself to help out with? Is it like are you shooting above above your normal capacity, or are you just doing it casually?
Let's do above normal capacity.
If you're doing it above normal capacity, I'm going to say that's about a level 5.
All
So
right.
set it to level 5. You're doing it for all 7 days?
7 days, yeah.
Alright, and you have it set to athletics, yeah?
Yep.
Then push the earn income button.
And the row, right?
Yep. But just earn income, and then it'll do the thing, yeah. Alright, so you were
Very well done.
Nice. A critical
Ooh.
success, a nat 20, as you earn 14 gold over the 7 days. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool little macro. I like this macro. We're giving it a run.
This is good.
Yeah. All right. So that is what Ord's doing. Shabaka.
Yeah.
What are you doing these 7 days, bud?
Being in a wind tunnel.
Yeah. Shit. Oh man, but pretty loud. Oh, my bad.
You're good. Just what are you doing? What are you doing, bud?
Yeah, so I'm just, working, selling, buying, selling, to profit off of it,
Yeah,
scalping.
trade.
Yeah,
Marketeering? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes,
All right,
marketeer.
then set your earn income to marketeering, mercantile lore. And how hard are you doing out, bud? Like, what's the level? What are we going here?
It's gonna be a little risky and do like level 8.
Be a little risky, okay. If you want to do level 8, go for it. What are you trying to sell? Just curious. If it's a level 8 thing, like it's got to be pretty out there. I guess, like, how are you helping? Like, but you got to give me the fluff of this. You don't have these things on hand, but you're definitely offering something.
Yeah, so
I'll make it work for
I'm
it.
guessing I'm just buying and selling skeleton keys, I guess. Let's go with that.
Oh, actually, here's some fluff for you. You're trying to sell off all the old equipment that you guys had. To other Bannermanes. There you go. That's a thing.
Alright, there we go.
All right. Give me that mercantile lore at the level that you had suggested.
My screen's still loading.
Where's that 5 you?
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. You able to get it?
Yeah, it's loading, but it's loading pretty slowly.
What do you mean it's loading slowly?
Like it's taking its time. It's getting there, but it's placing things up really slow.
Fix your internet.
I shall wait on thee then. Keep a pin in that. We move to Sister Ash. Once you get that, let me know, Shabaka. Sister Ash, what are you doing?
Oh, gee, I just noticed that my token was fixed. So yeah, I wasn't actually going to be earning income for this downtime period, but I did intend to be offering some healing to the local townsfolk.
Okay.
And out on the first day, I would also like to make a donation to the local Temple of the Sun.
Okay, how much?
Let me see how much I have on me.
Taking a donation doesn't.
I believe it was 250. Yeah, that's.
In these hard times, don't you dare stop tithing.
You're
How much are
giving
you?
him 250 gold?
You shouldn't
Yes.
have 250. You got like a bunch of other like chalk and things like that.
Okay, I guess I don't have that. I set that. I looked at level 9 character wealth, so I'm just gonna delete all of that.
Well, you shouldn't have like
Pretend I donated
you
it.
have that level 9 character wealth, and that was to buy your backpacks and water skins and flint and steels and blah blah blah. So you're gonna have to recalculate that a little bit and figure out how much all that was, bud.
Recalculate that. Okay, whatever. But I would like to do that healing, and so should I roll medicine for that, or?
That would be a medicine check. If you're helping.
Sounds
out,
like a deception check to me.
If you're helping out with medicine and things, there isn't that many people who are kind of in need of that much help. So it'd be a level 4 medicine check for 7 days.
There aren't that many then. Okay.
And say, I mean, this is the capital. It's usually like Amden's here. Most people are usually in pretty healthy. Like he just kind of, and you'd be privy to the knowledge that Amden literally just kind of goes around some days and just bursts his positive energy outwards for everybody. Like,
To be fair,
Yeah,
he's
it's
been
kinda
gone
what
for
I'm
a
doing.
month now.
yeah. That's why I'm saying.
Ev-
It's the level
And
that it
everyone's
is.
been staying inside.
Yeah, it's like,
Mimi,
not
did you
okay,
make
let me look.
coronavirus in our fantasy world?
oh no, Potent Rona's at it again.
All the businesses are closing. Everyone's inside.
no! Half
Oh,
the town
no.
doesn't want to wear a mask.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll that with. Can I cast guidance when I roll that?
The what?
Can I cast guidance when I roll that medicine check, or
No, this is an earned income over X days. You're not like not just casting guidance.
Would
Yeah,
he
roll.
be
it specifically
rolling this
says-
at all then? If he's not getting money?
Oh wait, no, you're supposed to use macro.
You're supposed to use the macro because you got to set it to a thing. So, click.
He doesn't want to earn the income though, he said.
Oh, okay. Well, that 38. Sorry, I've already deleted the roll. That 38 is enough to do the thing.
It would be a critical
yeah.
success.
Yeah. However, I guess you refuse payment from all the people who are just willing to give you some.
yes?
Cool. That was what you did over 7 days. Tangent.
If I can make a suggestion, you could take the income you earn and donate that to the temple.
That's perfectly valid.
I'm just gonna assume that's the case, and whatever.
All right, and
I'm
that works.
just not doing.
Yeah. That works. It goes to this temple.
Is that the Sun Temple?
It is, and the one next to it's the
No,
Moon
it's
Temple.
not.
Oh, alright.
The Moon Temple,
All
and
right.
then up here is Princess Luminance's library. And A1, well, that's the temple name. That's what it is. It's a big library for Princess Luminance. And over here is the Temple of the Author.
There's a
which-
princess in this town?
No, it's just her
Temple.
God.
All of
like-
Princess
Ah,
Luminance's temples are
oh.
full of books.
See, I'm not a religious fanatic like a lot of the group here.
Yeah,
Speaking of-
we haven't been to the castle
I'm-
yet. We don't
I'm
know.
gonna
who's
go
there.
to the.
Speaking
Everyone, shut up for a minute.
yeah, speaking of religious fanatics, Tangent, what are you doing?
I'm going to go to the Temple of the Sun, and I'm going to make religious sermons for
Nice.
7 days. What level do I need to pick?
Religious sermons are not hard. It would be a level 2 thing.
Really, level 2? You're giving me level 2?
Yeah.
I hate you.
don't know
It's
if that affects our income or not.
It
Yes,
does.
it does.
The
does.
DC
Does
the DC affects the amount of silver you make per thing.
Well, apparently I make a lot of silver.
What?
Or no, I make a lot of silver, not
35
gold.
silver.
Yeah, silver. Yeah.
That sucks. Thanks, Melee.
You could have changed it. I told you what level it would be, and you did the roll.
You said it was a level 2 thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a hard thing.
Well, yeah, to be fair, she's just preaching to get everyone else to give them. There you go. What is this? Earn income actions. Wait, why are you linking me this?
But like,
Paolo?
I told you the level of the thing, and like, you push the roll button, so it's on.
Oh,
Attention.
okay, Paolo. This one does have the thing, at the levels, the DC, etc. So yeah.
All right. So then the next one, would be, of course, Swift. What are you doing?
Swift. I remember last time I didn't do it then, but last time you mentioned there was like some training, like sword academy or something down here.
There is. This is the guard barracks.
Guard barracks, right? So I'm gonna go help train some young guards and help them with their form, and just help them show them some advanced sword wielding, advanced sword techniques, keeping balance, things of that nature.
How are you doing such things?
I'm just. What do you mean?
What skill are you using?
Oh well.
Acrobatics.
I'd like to do acrobatics, kind of like with showing more advanced sort of techniques that they wouldn't normally get.
It's pushing it, but I'll accept it. That's going to be a level 4 activity.
Okay, I'm gonna make it level 8.
No, it's not how that works.
But you just said we could change it.
To level 4, because that's the activity that you suggested to me.
You can change what you want to do to get a higher.
Yeah, like, I'm going to tell you what the level of the thing that you're doing is, and if you want to try something different, like, that would be perfectly valid.
Well, there's that, or there's working on the docks, but I feel like working on the docks is cheaper. I'm just gonna, whatever, fine. I'll go ahead and do this, I guess.
Some activities are just harder than others, like trying to find water in the desert.
All right, so level And now on top of that, I want to imply that over those 7 days, I'm conversing around with other trainers or other guards, mares, and over the week, I'd like to try to seduce one into bed.
Fair enough.
After work drinks, stuff of that nature.
You certainly can try. Give me that blind deception or blind diplomacy.
Yeah,
blind deception.
Blind?
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know the results?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
well, you're gonna know the results in a minute.
I feel like I will know the results, so I'd like to know.
She seems you find yourself somebody who's comfortable and to do such things. Yes.
Yay.
Woo! Roll intimidate and a 1d2 to know if they're gay or not. That's what Paul says.
Okay. That's kind of funny. All right, so that was your activities through the day. As through these 7 days, there is a considerable amount of noise in the city, as construction, very fast construction, is happening in the area. Now, remind me where you guys did the thing again, because I actually lost track.
It was over here.
Close to the university. Yeah, it wasn't in that empty spot. I think we were saying to have the trees cleared out here, and then that lumber was going to be used to build the house. But yeah, it was basically on this street.
Fair enough. We'll put it there. Bonk.
Somewhere.
That's where the bakery has been. I mean, a lot of these trees have been kind of cleared off, and part of that whole thing with the contract that you guys had signed off is partly for materials. If I recall your contract correctly. So you guys kind of quickly through the week see, in the most Mormonish fashion, the barn being put up in a day. Yep, by the end of this week, you will see that there is a fancy thing over the thing, and kind of finishing up the last touches. You see them moving in all the furniture, and it's the people who paid for this deal. They come up to the kind of construction foreman is the name of the construction master. I forget what
you got the build master. Foreman. The foreman's the one who coordinates everything.
He's pretty much coming up to ask you, all right, here we see we got one more detail to flesh out. We don't have a name. What should we name this? We need the title for the banner that's going over the door.
Did we select a name, or are we going to leave that up to Duck?
I figured we could go easily enough coax it out of the lass if we paid her a visit at the textile.
Tangent suggests Duck and Cover. I mean, it's a clever name, but I don't know if it would be appropriate for a bakery because you want to be comfortable while you're in there.
I was thinking maybe even something like the Bannermanes Bakery, since it's heavily endorsed. But it's heavily endorsed by us.
What about Duck and Roll? Kind of a play on words for Tuck and Roll.
Isn't that literally the same thing as Duck and Cover, though?
No, it's a double play on words.
Idea, you guys.
That's literally like the I made this meme.
Yeah, like it is. You're like, they need to be comfortable. You can't call it Duck and Cover. So Duck and Roll instead.
Yes, roll, because she will literally be breaking bread, which can be turned into rolls.
Sneed's Feed and Seed, formerly Ducks.
No!
Yes, let's see the Sneed!
Yo! And he kind of.
Yeah, I can't believe she's selling it so early.
And he kind of raises an eyebrow at you. He's like, Sneed's Feed and Seed, formerly Ducks. How do you? And he kind of like rolls it.
Is that really what you guys were going with? Is gonna mean
No.
I'm
not noting that. I was reading what Paulo posted.
Formerly Duck.
I got a tiny question real quick though. The money that we burned, does it get automatically put in our inventory? Where does it go? Where is it going?
Yeah, just like there should be like a little plus button next to your gold if you
you add it yourself.
Yep.
No, I add it myself. All right.
A little plus button next to there. It says how much, like add coins, and you put your.
There wasn't for me at least. It just. Unless you mean in the menu.
In your inventory.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you just add it yourself then.
I figure we could go ask the lass. It'd be easy enough to get it out of her. I mean, it's her bakery.
I mean, this could be your surprise of it being, or I could just go read her mind if you want.
It'll be a surprise either way.
I say either we ask her or go with duck and roll.
We can
That's
ask
our best
her.
name.
What about duck and cover? I like that too.
Yours sucks. Mine's better.
That's not mine. It's Tangent's.
I don't think there's an issue with asking her and not revealing the secret yet. We could just bring it up in conversation. Hey, Duck. So you've been working on your pony skills. You've been given a name to that bakery you're wanting to get? Stuff like that.
Are you just going to Eleanor's and like just...
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's go ask her.
And
Back to the textile.
you find her on a break. And you go there and she waves. Hi.
Hey, Duck.
Wow.
So
Hi,
we had a question we wanted to ask you.
Oh?
How have you been enjoying working at the textile?
Oh my gosh. And you guys aren't at the textile, just for context. You're at Eleanor's. Eleanor's is right here.
Okay, but she's been working at.
Yep. It's been super busy. And she kind of smiles a little bit. And Mrs. Eleanor and I get along like, and she kind of thinks, what are two things that get along really well? And she's like asking Dolan, her little duck, who just kind of like rubs his head a little bit. A house on fire. Yeah, that! A house on fire.
Well, that's splendid to hear. Sounds like you've been working up your pony skills and your service skills. Yeah, like people skills, but you know. For ponies.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And she kind of like blinks. Oh, yes. I don't normally see a lot of happy ponies around, and there's a lot here. And she smiles. They keep calling me a pony though, and I have to keep correcting them. So I don't know what's wrong with them. And Dolan,
I'm sure they'll learn.
Yes, one day. And she smiles.
Speaking of one day, we were thinking on the ship on our way in about you, because we were missing your wonderful songs on our venture. We were curious. We know you were talking about that bakery. Did you ever have a name you wanted to come up with?
Oh, yes, she says really excitedly, and she starts like wondering. I've always wanted to call my bakery StarDuks.
StarDuks. Swift kind of glances at the party.
Is there coffee too?
Of course. And she smiles. But I have to learn how to make coffee first. And Dolan just kind of gives you guys the look. She knows how to make coffee. Don't worry.
Is it
Splendid.
good coffee?
I hope it's good. I've been trying to learn here, and everybody seems to like it. And she smiles, and Eleanor from the side says, "Aye, she's been learning."
If you're really good at making coffee, you could probably charge like 2 silver per cup, and then put more coffee in larger cups, but give them strange names.
Oh gosh, my coffee's not that magical. And she kind of like waves a hoof. In other words, that's a really expensive cup of coffee. If it's like that's like going to actually Starbucks and buying like a $10 coffee. Like that's straight up like.
Well, if you get like
buy $10 cups of
double
coffee,
cream caramel dip frappuccino espresso,
yeah,
it'll run you $10.
Oh, it's gonna be more. 2 silvers would be equivalent, like way more than $10.
Yeah, okay, it'd probably be like 20 realistically. D&D setting, something like that.
Yeah. Like a gold is like what they make in a year, so that's 20% of your yearly income.
Shit, yeah. Coffee, realistically, like a good cup of coffee, it'd probably run you like 3 copper. Just for context, a loaf of bread is 1 copper.
All right. Well, that's all we were curious about, Duck. Thank you.
Okay. And she smiles, and without prompted, you all get hugs. She doesn't seem to have learned any personal space lessons in the time that you guys have been away.
Always welcome.
Hug.
And Moonplanter will buy a cup of coffee on his way out.
Alright, we'll leave you to get back to. We'll leave you to rest on your break.
If you're buying a cup of coffee from Eleanor, she only charges 1 copper for it. My God, it is a really good cup of coffee.
You should charge him 2 silver since it was his idea to charge 2 silver.
Unfortunately, Eleanor is the one who sets the prices here, so...
I have a question for Eleanor.
Hi, lass.
Alright. Do you know anything about the bioluminescent plants in the bay around Lincoln?
I might know something about that.
And Eleanor kind of raises her eyebrow a little bit. Do I look like a sailor to you? Ask your friend there, they seem to know.
Yeah, just asking a random barkeep.
Yes, let me roll that.
Now you can give me your nature roll. Look at you.
Can I cast guidance
Blind.
beforehand?
It would be blind, and yes, in this instance, you could cast guidance beforehand.
Okay, so blind GM roll.
Yep, that's the one. You're gathering information.
Okay. Let's see. There it is.
And as you think, bioluminescent plants, and then you're kind of like fairly confident that the plants over there, if they are bioluminescent, usually are at least very, very deep. It's somewhat hard to reach. In fact, I mean, it's that they're at the bottom of the ocean, and they're quite rare. From what you know of bioluminescent plants, and if there is some in the ocean in which she speaks, I mean, that's what questions did you have about that?
Tangent.
Oh.
What questions did you have about the
questions did
plants?
she have?
Oh, what? I didn't have a question. I just wanted to know what they were, and if there was anything special about them.
Well, they glow and they're plants. It's in its name.
You wanted to know a question, and you got to ask me your question.
You have been pressing for this for a while.
Like,
there's gotta be
one or
more
two.
than
All
what
right,
they
can I
are.
see-
in one-
are there
Are they
Here, let me-
located close to Blakeburn?
Yes. In fact, they're all over the ocean.
Oh, okay.
You said they're
So I can just
super
go down
deep.
to the.
That's it. That's
So
at least
I-
that's what your druid friend gets. And if that is
Oh.
the case,
Here, could I ask a question?
Yes.
Hearing
Do
the
they have
question.
any useful properties?
Now, do they have any useful properties? Yes. Some of the best medicines are made from these plants. It's surprising how common they are.
Oh, that's always good to know.
Yeah.
This
Wait,
will
but he
pique
said it was
Moonplant's
rare.
adventure, and he will also see if he knows anything about them. Flips open his notes on fauna.
This is contradictory
flora.
to the notes on fauna that you have, as
Flora.
Flora, sorry. As you're actually not too privy to underwater plants that are really medicinal.
So one
Well,
of
I'm-
you rode like shit.
I need to
I
change
don't
that
know who to
because-
believe.
No, it's fine. I mean, take her word
Oh
for
wait,
it.
could I roll
Because
between
I
knowledge for medicine to know what kind of medicines that would be made out of that?
Amdit is not here right now. And that
Citra,
would
do
be
you know what-
that would be an all-day activity. You've already used 7 days to do the thing, so.
All right.
well, if
Nice.
we
Do
we
I
get a
have any?
chance,
Hold on, Moon Planner, what's up?
if we get any chance to collect some of these bioluminescent plants, I needed to take advantage of that and study them.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
there's some water
You-
right around the airship landing place.
You guys know it's sounding like his first part was it's super rare and you wouldn't be away. Like his first thing maybe he said was it's super rare. You don't really know of any that would be right there, but if they are there, it would be really far underwater on the ocean floor. So
Yeah, that's what he said. No, we'll
Yeah.
go try to get him later.
Just cast water breathing. I got that prepared.
Yes, but it did not prepare you for the bends. Oh no.
Wait, that's not simulated.
Doesn't need to be
What?
simulated. That's just physics.
Oh,
nigga.
dude.
Like,
Oh, wait,
It's a
does
fantasy game.
yeah, which
It
has
just-
the bends as a condition.
Wait, it does?
Yeah.
does Tui have any pressure related
No, it
spells?
doesn't.
Yeah, it does. The bends are a thing.
You're probably
Is there a
misspelling
spell
it,
for
Tangent.
that?
What was that?
Is there a spell related to water pressure? I wonder if this edition had one.
I don't know.
you'll
Oh,
have
fuck
to
it, isn't
search
it?
and see. Use the Nethys.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look around. You have to look around.
DM's not gonna give you like the perfect spell.
Yes.
Hey,
You
DM
really
bio.
wouldn't, even during the fucking
There's like-
mansion.
I knew
when
that
you're
was the
done.
thing in.
Yeah, just check. Search it up in the Nethys.
I just don't know
alright,
how pressure
what else?
affects
What
in
else?
this edition.
What else we doing? What else we doing?
We have
Right.
the name of the bakery, so let's go.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately,
you go
looks like
back.
Shabaka's not joining us.
You go back to the Shabaka. You're not joining us?
He posted in
Something
Boys.
just came up, and I'll likely be missing out. If not all of the session. Sorry. So, yeah, it looks like we'll just be minus our little cat friend there. So.
It's fine.
Minus the cat friend. You guys are free to at people who might have wanted to. 777s, things like that in the meantime. Because I mean, you have an open spot now. So.
He said he might come back. I don't know.
777 is around.
Okay, so we'll
I
anticipate
meant
he's out of
not
session
that
for
way.
now.
Yeah. All right. So all right. Well, our downtime is over. Let's collect our dragon friend, and I say we just get on the road.
Hang
We got
on.
a
Well,
long
what?
journey.
No.
Hang on. You.
Oh shit! Yeah, the bakery.
You
Yeah,
go back
shit.
to the foreman, and he's still standing there. So. Hang on. Wrong button. So.
She wants to name it StarDuks.
Raises his eyebrow.
And there's no C in that.
Yeah,
Like,
just
I mean,
StarDuks, all one word, no C.
And there's no Z or T or Q either.
And he looks at it and he kind of tilts it to the side, left and right. Catchy. I like it. And he rolls up the scroll. Expected done in by afternoon today. It's all good. We're already moving in the furniture. We got all the ovens and everything else in. And if it sounds like is she just using this for baking and the other likes? So we got some tables. Just making sure we got all the bits and bobs in, you know.
Oh, and she wants to brew coffee.
And coffee. Okay, we'll be sure to make a coffee making counter too. We'll have that done by the afternoon. No problem.
A couple tables if you can fit it. I think the contract did specify that it has room for a small capacity ponies, so there should be like tables.
Oh yes, plenty of tables. We even made them.
Then I'm sure they're splendid.
Is the upstairs also fitted as an apartment so she can live?
Of course. He nods.
Outstanding.
We'll
gotta-
make sure no
gotta
dragons come by.
It's got a living room and everything. And he smiles. Walls are lined with bricks. It's pretty fireproof. You know, it's a bakery. You gotta have those fire precautions in. Nobody ever thinks of that. But you know, I'm from a town of dragons. That's what we gotta think of.
You're doing an outstanding job, Foreman. Yeah, Moonplant will speak up. Everyone's doing an outstanding job. This is going to be a wonderful moment, and I'd like you all to be here when she sees it for the first time.
And they all smile. Thank you very much. And the foreman kind of like looks down because for some reason they all have the singing accent, and he smiles towards you. I'd be happy to look at at a face whenever she discovers this. And it'll be extra funny when if the other guys are around too. Do you mind if I go and invite whoever you hired before? Because they're really pissy about this.
Would they want to come?
Quite honestly, you guys kind of screwed them out of a position, and we're getting paid a lot more than they are for it, so they're pretty salty. And he smiles, and quite frankly, it's a little delicious. But hey, it's your ceremony.
I don't know if that's appropriate to invite that crew.
That would be hilarious.
Invite 'em.
And he kind of gives a shrug. That's why I'm asking. It's rude if I just invited people, right?
Invite them.
You
It's
just
a business.
You just want to invite them for the sake of rubbing it in?
Yeah, a bit.
Yes.
I tell you what, let's try to cover it up just a little bit. We'll do a grand opening ceremony, something, quickly hash, just, yell at the corners and get as many ponies over here as possible. And we'll make sure that they know about it as well. So it looks like everyone was invited, not just them.
Hey,
Well,
he has an idea for you. Does this town have a paper? We can just take out
I
and
was
have the
about
paper.
to say!
Yeah, we do have a paper.
What's it called? I don't really. I've seen things around, but I've been a little bit busy.
I'll be honest, I don't read it, but it's here somewhere. The H Truth, is that it? Yeah, the H Truth.
And kind of like, I mean, you've been here long enough, Moon Planner. Like, H Truth is the author of that paper. The actual paper here is named the Bleakbird Inquirer.
The Bleakburn Inquirer is authored by H Truth. If you get in touch with them, they'll not only put it in the paper, they might even show up to write about the ceremony itself.
And where would I find this H Truth?
Hey, we can take care of that.
And he kind of
In fact, we know more about the story, so we could give them a story for the paper.
And he kind of thinks a little bit. And this is where I let all you Skeens know who have been in Bleakburn for a while. The Bleakburn Inquirer never actually has ads in it. He strictly only writes about city news. and it is 100% community funded in that way. There's no ads in this paper particularly, but I just want to let you guys know that have been in here in Bleakburn for a fairly long time.
Yeah,
this was a
would be
It's
community
just
event.
going to be about the bakery opening.
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know that's what H-Truth
I mean,
comments on.
it's kind of like when the local paper writes about the high school's football games. It's
Exactly.
not advertising for the school. You're just letting people know what's going on in the community. So it's still a good thing to reach out to them.
So,
Now, you guys are privy that Mr. H-Truth lives in a fancy place. Ooh, how fancy, you ask? Well, if you're looking for where he is, as the paper suggests for dropping off anonymous tips into his little mailbox, you would find that that drop-off box is right up here.
Oh, he lives up in the fancy
oh yeah.
gated
Really
community.
fancy.
Oh, how much does it cost to live in there?
I know how much it costs to live in there, but I don't think you have a house there, so you can't exactly. You're not privy to that information.
I'm gonna roll society. How much does it cost to live in there?
Let me just look up my notes because there's actually a thing.
I want to cast guidance and help him with that roll.
Per year, Moon Planner, you're more privy than Swift on this. And if you're assisting, go ahead and post your roll,
Okay.
and it's not blind because your DC is 20 on that.
Oh, she's casting guidance, not assisting.
Oh, guidance.
Oh,
what does guidance?
I didn't
do?
have it on my hot bar. Sorry.
I forget what guidance gives you.
+1.
+1.
It was supposed to be blind share. Also,
You said it doesn't need to be blind if
you're
we're assisting.
assisting, you didn't say you were assisting. You just rolled.
Well, yeah, because he had already primary rolled, so it's just assisting.
Okay, I found it for my hot bar.
Alright, there we go. So this gives you a +1 to a thing. Yeah, Moon Planner, you're privy that the people who live there roughly spend 1,600 gold pieces a year, roughly, to live in a house.
Wow.
Yes.
Let me guess. These are government subsidized houses for federal employees, or the equivalent of such.
You have been here long enough to know that all the buildings there are not really housing. They're more for housing governmental buildings and processes. One of those is the Bleakburn Inquirer. And so this is where it's like the printing press is. That's where they go to work. Now, mind, H-Truth seems to have a special accommodation with all this, given that that's pretty much what he does. But, you know, he also goes out into the city constantly getting
That
testimonials
seems
from people.
crazy high.
Yeah, it's community
And
funded.
1,600 gold?
Yes, a year.
This is a palace, correct?
Yes. Well, it's like
Ooh.
it's not really a palace. I'm not sure what the like different building types are, but it is a fancy government building.
It's a shrine.
Like, how does the government run here? Do we have a lord, a governor, a king? Who's in charge?
You're making me go to look at my notes here.
I'm curious. 60,
yeah.
that's not a small amount.
No, it really isn't.
All
they
under
just-
the name of one Dr. Amden Goose?
Yes, and he seems to donate a lot to it, and you guys are privy to that information as well through Fireheart. Let's see. That's the one.
Smells like a scandal to me, lads.
Yeah. So I actually put this in the world anvil here. Bleakburn itself, nobody actually knows who the governments are. The most that you guys know is that the people who make most of the decisions are kind of a group of counselors composed of different guild masters and that kind of thing. One of them actually being Dr. Amden. And they kind of get their know-how from somebody named the Greyweave.
Oh, okay. So the Bannermanes essentially run this city. It doesn't have a local government.
Exactly.
Okay.
Makes more sense.
Like the Greyweave is kind of this unknown sort of person. Nobody really knows who they are, but the council kind of determines the direction of things. Says A-OK to the Greyweave, and they're like, all right, this is what we're doing. And they get community testimonials, that kind of thing. It's pretty much the city decides its direction, because if it's such a diverse city in that respect, they want to get the opinions of the lot and the way that it goes. Very democratic.
Yeah, very democratic, which is why we have people in $1,600 gold houses.
Yes, this is the United States. Can't you tell? Ah, got him. But yeah, that's where the paper is held up here. So it's printed, it's distributed, and they do the thing.
All right,
Okay.
we approach.
You approach the thing up here. Whoosh. As per normal Moon Planner, I have to do it because I know it annoys you. Make sure you post that in notes.
I am copy pasting. Yes.
Yes. So up here in the thing, there's a drop box, but I mean the gates are technically closed. The city guard is there, and they kind of give you guys nods. You guys have the fancy Bannerman badge, and they say, "You just dropping something off for the mail, or?"
We were hoping to speak with H Truth.
Mr. H.
We have a-
Truth. Any,
We have an article for his paper.
And he kind of like raises an eyebrow a little bit. Technically,
It's-
only governmental employees are allowed past this point. They say, kind of thinking a little bit, looking up and down. And then his friend kind of comes over to him. Aren't these the guys who saved Amden? He kind of thinks a little bit.
We gave no proof
yeah.
of that other than saying we did.
Yeah,
You guys literally like landed and like I assume through the 7 days you told them you fucking know where Amden is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we never gave him any proof.
But Amden also sent letters.
Yeah, so like they know, and like they kind of think a little bit. All right, you didn't get permission from me, and the door's open. I'll let 3 of you go in. Who's going?
Swift
Alright,
will step forward.
I step forward. All right, so Tangent, Swift, and Moonplanter.
Wait, do
Sounds
I
about-
have a picture of H Truth?
He doesn't really put his picture into the papers. No.
Do I know what he looks like?
No.
Yeah, you got it hanging up by your locker.
Alright,
You-
well,
you
then
just
I'm gonna
look at that every
disguise
day. You look at it every day and you just go body goals.
He looks up to somebody who's managing the gate. He kind of gives them the signal, and Tangent, Moonplanter, and Swift are allowed through the gates into the fancy governmental sector of the city. And he kind of directs you roughly toward this little segment of buildings up here. Bernie presses up the way. It shouldn't be hard to find. Just follow the signs, and one of the doors will have a big placard on it. You can't miss it.
Moonplanter's looking around as we walk through. Wow, I've only peeked over these walls before. I've never had any reason to actually come into this area of the city.
And as you guys walk in, there are a very lot of fancy-looking ponies, Persians, sphinxes, even some gymnals that are dressed up rather fancily, going to and fro, carrying governmental documents. Seemingly, actually, a very busy. It's a lot busier here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like walking in New York around like Wall Street kind of deal, right? Like everybody is, or even Japan in the business district, where like everybody's kind of crisscrossing, going places. They got things to do.
I tell you what, Moonplanter, the crowd certainly looks like it's 1,600 gold as he gives a passing glance to a passing female
Yeah,
sphinx.
I wonder how many of them are in debt to look this nice.
Most of them continue to go. Some of the female sphinxes that you see around, like nobody really pays you mind. There's a couple people who kind of like look your way a little bit curiously because you guys, I take it, aren't in fancy business clothes and
Right.
that kind of thing. The streets, however, look rather immaculate, and looking around, there are some, even like, I'd call them custodial, blue-collar workers sort of things, that are, that actually have fancy uniforms of their own, that are actually tending to the streets rather well, and you notice that as they kind of pass around, a couple of them actually, like there's like a, on the carts that they push around with all their materials and things, they seem to have a decent little sized tip jar that people just kind of drop money in as they pass for their work.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
This
so
is quite the area.
Yeah.
and it is
It's nice
very
to see
it's very well labeled as well, and you guys are able to kind of determine the directions that you guys need to go, especially with the guards' help. So
We'll step on up and we'll, I assume it's just a public building, so we'll go ahead and walk in.
walking up to the press, there actually isn't a lot of activity going in and out of the place, though. As you kind of step inside, the whirring of spinning paper and that kind of thing is definitely prevalent. It doesn't take too long before you guys notice that there is a door off to the side that does have a big placard on it. In fact, on the placard, it simply just reads "Hard Truth."
Hard truths, huh? I can make a joke there, but I won't.
You just did by saying it.
I'll make a joke, but I'll leave out all the details. All right, I guess we will try that door. This is the one that
Tangent
he will
walks
knock
up
on.
and knock. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll knock on it.
You knock upon the door, and there's a moment before. Hey, I'm writing here.
We have more for you to write about.
Who's it? You don't sound like the cute secretary that's across the way. Who is it? Come on, come in. Come on. What are you wasting my time for? Get in here.
So we have to open up the
Tangent
door.
barrels in.
You open up the door and see the sight of, well, a news editor's room. I mean, there's billboards across the way, different pictures of different things. You see a fancy box on a desk presented in the middle of the room that seems to have a small floating gem in it. Behind the desk seems to be a pony who is not looking up at you at all, and gray with a slightly transparent green-brimmed hat, who is looking down at something that he's writing. Make it quick. Is this an interview? What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on.
Tangent's gotta check out the box.
We just wanted to. Sorry, my name's Swift Sail. This is Moonplancher, and this is Tangent. We are Bannermanes, part of the Bannermane organization.
Very good to know. I don't believe that one's name is, what's it, Tangent? I think that their name is Nosy, and he says as he pulls the little box closer to himself.
Apologies.
Tangent, this side of the desk, please.
We'll make it very quick, but we didn't know if it was brought to your attention or not that there's a new bakery that's being opened up on the eastern side of town that has quite a story behind it that we thought might be privy to the Bleakburn Inquirer.
And the Bannermanes are helping fund it.
Is that what that building is? You know, I was writing up a story here. He says he pulls up the thing. Is this? And yeah, this is the first time he actually looks at you guys. He points to this really scribbled thing that he's writing here. You know, I was actually gonna publish this here in a second. We get a lot of complaints from that area lately. There's a lot of noise that goes down there. I was gonna post a thing about it. Are you telling me? And he says, raising an eyebrow. There's something else? There's something, you guys funded this thing? It's a new bakery? Come on, give me the deets.
That's right, and there's a new baker named Duck, and she's very experienced.
Yeah, starting from the beginning, Duck was originally a slave in Weltstone. She was rescued by the Bannermanes here in Bleakburn. When we brought her back, she showed not only a great passion, but a high level of expertise with baking. She's been helping Eleanor run her tavern, learning how to make coffee, bake all kinds of bread, and she's had a very warm reception, not only from the Bannermanes, but also the townsfolk themselves. We had originally planned to hire a contracting crew, which would have taken several months to build it, but on our travels doing Bannermane's business to Brashville, we came across the expert craftsmen out there who were able to build it in just a matter of days, just over a week, in fact. So we brought them back, rewarded them the contract, and they're almost finished. In fact, there's going to be a grand opening tomorrow. Duck herself is not aware of this fact. We've been having it built in secret while she's been busy baking, learning how to brew coffee. So what we would like to do is have an announcement in the Bleakburn Inquirer so that there can be a grand opening and a big reveal to her. We're hoping it's going to be a really big surprise. And we think this would be an important thing for the community to be aware about.
And the entire time you're saying this, he's actually just slowly spinning his hooves in a small circle, and he's listening, he's nodding along, he's like, You know, that's a heartwarming story, melts my heart. What do you think about it, Scribbles? And he looks over to the side, and that's where you see that there is, on a separate table along the side, a very small quill that seems to be just scribbling away as you were talking.
A magical quill?
Yeah.
Does it talk?
When he asks this quill named Scribbles what it thinks of all this, it kind of does this weird little flick as if it's nodding, and he kind of says, Scribbles likes your story, in fact, and he kind of takes the story that he had, and he kind of scrumbles it up, he throws it up in the air, and you see him spit at it, and as he does, you see this whoosh of fire, and the thing just fucking disappears. Whoosh. And
That's
says,
what?
Very neat trick.
Is he a Kieran?
And he looks to you. Do I look like a Kieran to you? And he points to his face. Because if I did, I'm sure I'd be a lot hotter. And he shakes his head. Scratch that. You didn't hear that from me. He shakes his head.
Can I roll knowledge nature for what that was?
You could certainly try. I'm not going to stop
Why?
you.
Wait, would that be a nature thing? Spitting and then
Could be.
catching on fire?
It's a
Hey,
blind
what's
roll.
it about Kieran's and looking so damn fine, eh?
And he looks at you, and he kind of squints a little bit. I told you didn't hear that from me. And Tangent,
take
you're fairly aware that the nature of ponies is not to spit fire. Yep, that's what your roll gets you.
I take it the cute secretary across from you is a Kieran.
That's for me to know and you to find out. But don't you go
what does
snooping.
my roll get?
And he points.
What
to
does
you.
my roll get again?
What was that?
What does my roll get again? Sorry.
You're fairly certain that it's unnatural for ponies to spit fire, but also you know
Got
sheriff.
it.
So yeah.
Okay.
Well, as a matter of fact, I think I will find out. In fact, I think I'll ask her out for coffee.
You do that, and I will, not be a very happy camper. That's the one.
Oh. Well, maybe I could stand her up and you slip in on the date.
Maybe you can stop snooping, because I know for a fact that you're not one of us government officials, and you're kind of intruding on my time, and I don't have the patience to deal with you right now.
We're the Bannermanes hired by Amden. We are government officials.
Yeah, and I'm H Truth. I write the paper.
All right. Anyways, the story, you like it? Awesome, it's being written down. Is there anything else that you might need from us? Any more details to fill it out with?
And he kind of thinks. He thinks a little bit. That's a good question. What do you think, Scribbles? And he looks towards Scribbles, who a couple of frills of the feathers kind of separate, and it gives it like a little. I don't know. Right. Scribbles doesn't have a brain. How can I imagine? And each time Scribbles does something, he kind of flicks his hoof a little bit, like he's definitely controlling Scribbles. And he rolls his eyes. All right. So this character, name's Duck. What do they like? What do they do? You said that you rescued them at some point, yeah?
She was
very.
Go ahead, Tangent.
No, I was just gonna say she's very impulsive, but she has a very kind heart. She's always willing to help out. So we actually got into a fight with some sand giants, and she saved our bacon.
Saved your bacon, huh?
By healing.
How much bacon?
So,
We had
15 grams worth.
We had been completely cut off inside of a cave with no way of escape because these things were teleporting through the wall. And she's a trained bard. She was able to inspire us to give us that last little extra oomph we needed. Otherwise, we would have died.
And I can guarantee her baked goods would inspire any pony to start their day off right.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Amden, he doesn't like those people over there. What were you doing there? That's my big question. What were you doing snooping? That's my job.
That's a whole other story. Probably not as important to the town.
Man,
Should we tell him?
and you kind of
No,
think-
this is.
He actually kind of squints at you a little bit. Right, you're one of the Bannermanes. Yeah, I'll be following up with you on that one. I'll be following up. You better watch yourself,
I'm
Mr.
more than-
Bannermane.
I'm not. So it kind of gives a laugh. I'm not trying to hide anything. I just think that this particular story should be more about the lass and her bakery. We're not trying to make it a Bannermane's story. This is a lass who's worked hard and deserves some recognition for her bakery.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Well, I
Fine,
wanted
I
to make
guess.
that roll.
Well, I'm gonna make that roll.
Wait, can I eat it?
Sure. How you aiding?
Okay.
Blind or public?
Well, I mean, diplomacy rolls are blind, but if you're aiding, that's public.
All right, so
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do like what he said and backing him up.
And that is a critical success, so you get an extra +2 to your roll.
nice.
And as you nod along and that kind of thing, kind of squints a little bit, and you get the impression that he catches your drift. All right, so I'll put in a good word. She seems like a good lass. You could probably use a heads up. Something slaves. Anthony goes on about them all the time. I'll write up a good article. And he gives a little bit of a smile. So long as you don't talk to that secretary. Do you understand me?
What secretary?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Andrew is going to be like, and this has always been her passion. This is like her dream come true.
He slowly adjusts his hoof a little bit, and Scribbles, the little thing, kind of goes up to you and just slowly closes your lips. I don't need any more. I got it.
Out of character, is Dr. Amden's Aetherstone project public knowledge, or is that just Bannermane's knowledge?
That's actually, you guys would know this. That is just mainly Bannermane's knowledge. Not many people.
Okay, so yeah,
not many people know about this. There's only been like a mention that like there's construction going on in that teleportation circle like area, and like there's a buzz about it. Like, what are they doing in there? Some people kind of have speculations. Like
Area 51 style.
Yeah, Swift made the right call by not sharing what we were doing there.
Yeah.
All right, and then you just see him like pull up a new piece of paper and start scribbling, and he waves his hoof a little bit in a way that makes Scribble's little quill look duly offended. Don't get your feathers in a bunch, you. Give me those notes you took. And Scribbles goes over and pulls over a little paper. All right, we got that done. Now I'm gonna write up a thing. Any more that you need from me?
I
yes,
think
Mr.
that's
Truth.
How was that?
Go ahead, Swift.
No, I was gonna say that's it, but if you have something else, go.
Yeah, Mr. Truth. Scribbles over there. Do you have a tiny invisible assistant, or is that a magical quill?
And this is when like he keeps like moving his hoof in a weird circle, and each time he moves it, like Scribbles moves too. And then you see him, you see H Truth start to like squeak out of the side of his mouth a little bit. Scribbles don't like it when you talk to him like that.
Because I'm just saying, if you did have someone tiny and invisible, you'd probably be able to snoop on some really good stories.
Oh, trust me, I've been looking for somebody tiny for the longest time. And he shakes his head. It nearly get me some stories that I need, but hey, if they had those, I suppose there'd be a lot of government secrets that'd be out too, huh? And he kind of gives a little bit of a chuckle. Everybody's always after him. I'm getting hounded in the streets, I swear.
Well, you look like the discretionary type. I'm sure you know how to keep secrets.
Yeah, well, if you find someone tiny, you let me know.
Yeah, especially secrets from that secretary across the way.
And he kind of like looks up at you a little bit and raises an eyebrow. That's predatory, and you know it.
Since Shabaka is gone, can Ord jump in?
Ord is not here. You guys you let in 3, and you guys off these are the 3 that you brought in.
Okay. Oh no, I meant campaign wise, not.
Ord's
has
here.
Been a part of this session.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, John's here. Like he's been here. He literally rolled his rolls earlier. Tangent. I'm bapping you with piece of paper right now. All right.
We could get Feyrock in here.
He hasn't made a sheet.
All right, that's all Moonplanter has.
All right. You guys headed back out?
Yeah.
Engine is going to whisper to Hard Truth and say, "Do you know anything about those spooky bioluminescent plants in the bay?"
And he kind of looks up.
What more can you know?
He looks up, and then he just looks back down. He doesn't even answer.
Swift will take Tangent's tail and start dragging her out.
He's dragging her out as she's asking this. Like,
What?
Did you like the coleslaw we did?
Yeah, I'll just make her endure a very long PowerPoint on aquatic plants.
And so the door closes, and you guys find your way back. I think out to the to where everybody else is kind of waiting for you, right?
Yes.
All right, you're there now.
Oh, all right. The job is done.
All right. I assume that this is probably taking place maybe a day before construction's finished, timeline-wise.
Yes. Yeah.
And because downtime time, whatever. Yeah. Now your DM can't make a news article on the spot, but I could probably type one up for you after the thing. However, on the final day, your 7th day, when you guys give the guy your various things, the name of the thing, they're moving in furniture, you guys actually would notice that whatever has people all excited about is gathered a small, decent size crowd, curiously watching on to people moving in all this furniture and things like that. Particularly, it seems like a lot of them are actually skeins themselves from the textile, who are pretty curious, and even the bartender from the textile kind of seems to be watching in.
Swift will say nothing, but he will slip himself away, or at least announce that he's gonna go gather the the mayor of surprise, the mayor of the hour.
Can we move our party token here?
Yeah, I'll move your party token. Put party token there. And you guys go find Duck once again, very coincidentally, on her day off. Woo! And as you enter the bar, Eleanor kind of like looks up to you guys, gives you guys a little bit of a nod.
Gives a nod right back. Hi, Duck.
And she kind of blinks around. Quack, hi.
What are you up to today, lass?
And she kind of thinks a little bit. Well, and she kind of thinks. She looks to Dolan. Well, he had a schedule for me. And Dolan like looks up. He kind of thinks a little bit.
Well, you know what? Forget that schedule. We have something far more important that you need to be present for.
Oh gosh, did you hear that, Dolan? And Dolan kind of like rubs his temple.
Aye, come on.
And she gets up and she literally just starts bouncing. She ain't got time for this. She's just bouncing. Oh my gosh! I don't know what we're doing, but I'm sure it involves a lot of sand guys.
A lot of what?
Close.
And
Gotta brief you on some Bannermane business.
Yeah. Oh gosh, did you hear that? And then like Duck like jumps up to share and starts like that's like the pony that's around her size and kind of like shakes her shoulder. Bannermane's business.
Let's just say the dust has settled.
Oh. And she,
should we blindfold her?
She starts taking out her notepad.
That's kinky.
A blindfold. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Should we gag her too?
No.
Put a leash on her.
Not everyone is married to you, Cher.
Tie her tail to her non-existent horn.
How's about this? Says Dolan, who extends his wing just in front of her eyes. Oh no! Everybody's disappeared. No, they haven't. Oh.
That'll work.
Right. Swift will like kind of extend a hoof to like, not like just kind of make sure that she stays balanced as she walks.
I assume she's just bouncing all the way there, Pinkie Pie style.
Oh no! She's got like the horse blinders on, so she's like kind of doing that thing where she's walking, and she's kind of flicking her head left and right, and it's causing Dolan to kind of lose his breath. Stop that, you! I just heard something. It was something spooky. That was somebody saying hi to their husband on their front porch. Oh, okay. Well, I was just, it's weird. And she's like, she's walking along. She's definitely going, and you guys eventually get to the area where like everybody's kind of gathered around, in which all the Skeens who are kind of privy to this information, I would think you guys would share this at least with the other Skeens, like look over the crowd, and some of the more, I guess, diplomatic-y Barty types and stuff like start going shh, and the crowd starts to like be quiet, and like Duck's ears are kind of pricked up, and they're just like, why did it get so quiet all of a sudden?
Shh. Everyone's we're almost there, lass. Hold on. So if we'll kind of like help carefully navigate her through the crowd, make sure there's a space for her to get through to the front of the building.
Alright, they move in.
Just gonna bring out the cake.
You bought a cake somewhere. I think Eleanor would make you one for free. And you guys eventually get up to the front steps. There you are.
All right. Is the foreman here?
Yep, the entire like team that helped do this, the ponies that you had hired on are like smiling. They're looking like kind of excited in themselves. Like this is kind of like it seems like they are generally like smiling.
Yeah.
Do they have a tarp over the sign?
They do. In fact, they even have like a big old red line of a cuttable piece and stuff like that. And one of the construction workers has a pair of scissors. Ooh.
All right, Swift.
Do we have a ribbon we're gonna cut?
Dolan, however, seems to have caught on incredibly what's going on as he looks up, and he looks towards you guys. He like beats the word like no way.
Yep. Just grinning, big grin. What were you saying, Moon Planner?
All right, I'm gonna say, all right, Dolan, uncover her eyes.
And he kind of blinks. All right, Duck, 1, 2, 3. And he pulls his wings up, and Duck kind of blinks. I'm blind! And she blinks a little bit, getting her eyes adjusted, and then she sees the thing. And it's at this point that the foreman kind of pulls the string. The little the thing that was covering the sign falls down. You guys see a very, very fancy logo for StarDuks, and she blinks. And then she looks up. This is a really weird dream that I'm having again, Dolan. And she looks, like, Dolan kind of looks down. You should try pinching yourself. And she does so. She tries to, like, pinch herself with one hoof. This isn't working, but I'm not waking up. And Dolan keeps, like, smiling and goes, well, if you're not waking up, you know what that means. And she looks up again, and you start seeing tears welling up in her eyes. Oh my gosh, this isn't a dream.
This is StarDuks.
And she like she seems like lost for words, and she kind of looks forward at like the ribbon that's kind of going across the way, and that's when you see one of the other construction workers, the one with the scissors, offer it to her. And there you go, all yours. And she takes it. Like, for real?
Duck, on behalf of the Bannermanes, we want to say welcome to Bleakburn. You helped us survive an almost certainly deadly situation. We owe our lives to you. And so as a way of paying you back for your service to the Skeins and to Bleakburn, we want to say thank you. We hope that this bakery will bring you great joy, and we hope that we can enjoy many meals here and wonderful bread and coffee every morning.
Oh my god.
That's so sweet.
You guys, like, did not take Duck to be the strong type. However, she widens up her hooves, and the three of you get, you know, the glomp. You guys get glomped as a whole, and all fall prone. Poof. Oh my gosh, thank you so much! And she's like, she is legitimately crying and also tackling you with scissors.
Don't run with scissors!
Oh my god! And like Dolan's kind of taking it away from you. She doesn't seem to care, and Dolan's like, okay, I'm gonna carry these for now, I guess. And he kind of goes over to the thing and sets them down there. I'll wait till she's ready. And you guys are just getting the snuggling of a lifetime, as they say. Including you too, Cher, because I would imagine you were there.
She was... Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's just like, she is, anybody with a badge that is currently in her immediate vicinity, she is, she's making it known that she is, you guys are like her bestest ever friends, and Dolan is kind of sitting there, like, giving you guys like a little bit of a clap, and everybody else is like clapping along and whooping, and some people start like a little cheer, like StarDuks, StarDuks, and in the back you do see him, Mr. H. Truth, who is just smiling. He seems to be there too.
Yeah, aww. Wonderful.
And Duck, when she eventually manages to compose herself, she kind of thinks, oh my god, I've always wanted to make pumpernickel. And she goes over, and Dolan's got the scissors here. You gonna do this or what? And like holds up the scissors. I have hooves, I can't use scissors. And she blinks, and like that's when the person who handed her the scissors says, I have hooves too, you could do it. Oh yeah. And she takes the scissors, she cuts the thing, and everybody whoops. Woo!
Yeah!
Woo! Yeah!
And you guys open up Duck's Bakery, and as such, the DM is rewarding you with something. Yeah, you guys can eat here free, whenever.
Nice.
Nice.
Coffee for a year.
And coffee.
I think you're gonna like this.
She, like, definitely breaks down crying 7 more times as you guys like each thing. It's pretty much just like, and here's your ovens. Oh my gosh! And then she goes like, it turns around, and this is where you display your breadsticks. My breadsticks! And she's like, she cries again, and then lots of hugs. And these are your chairs and tables. Chairs and tables. It's very, and
tables.
and this is about the time when Dolan kind of like looks upstairs, and he's just like, just wait till she sees the upstairs. There's a second floor. And yeah, she's this is a day. This is a day for her.
So wonderful.
Check out the logo that BCS made.
This is adorable.
Oh my god, that's adorable, BCS. Holy shit.
I should finish it eventually.
Finish that up, and I'll definitely use that as a hero point for you. That's 100% acceptable. Yeah, that's a campaign-related piece of art. It's good.
I turned as fast as I could.
For sure. So you guys, yeah, and like, she straight up was like baffled at the concept of a bed, and in fact, the construction workers in question, coincidentally, he kind of like whispers to you a little bit as she's touring around those like nearby. You know, I think the bedding choice was a good one on this one. And she goes into her room. She says, "Oh my God, you guys just know me so well!" And she runs into the thing, and she jumps onto a bed, which seems to have a comforter and decorations of many duck things. Yeah.
Ah, perfect touch.
Ah.
Swift will whisper back.
And he kind of like nods. Yeah, we actually built this a few weeks ago. We, lucky guess. And he kind of gives a shrug.
Very lucky guess.
Yeah.
Duck, it's 100% yours, and it's yours to be ran and operated to your liking whenever you wish.
And that's when not the construction workers, but the like, it seems like a title manager actually approaches. She seems a little snooty, but she pushes up her glasses. "And this is for you," and gives her what seems to be a framed little deed to the place, and protected magically too. So in case you ever decide to burn down the place, oh no, I won't. And Dolan's like, "Yeah, she won't. I'll make sure of it." And she holds it, and she literally just gives the frame a hug on her bed and rolls on her back like left and right and left and right.
Yeah.
This is legit heartwarming.
Yeah, this is
I
fantastic.
wonder if H Truth can actually print custom logos and wrappers.
Are you
Since
asking?
he has a printing press?
Yeah.
Give me a diplomacy roll, Tangent.
Okay. Alright, Tangent will say, H Truth, you've got the printing machines and spells for duplication. Do you think you can do something for StarDuks and make custom wrappers and logos?
I've got scrapping tools I could try.
And he looks up, and he tugs you to the side a little bit. Tug, 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 tug. Look, if you got the 5 gold pieces for it, no one has to know, yeah? And he holds out his hoof.
Alright, I'll hand him 5 gold pieces.
Alright, I'll be sure it's done. What address do you want it sent to?
Send it here.
Fair enough. And he looks around briefly and spots a very small little mailbox adorned with a very cute little symbol of a dragon on it. How fancy. And kind of nods. Alright, I'll be sure to print some out, send them away. You guys done good.
We really appreciate your assistance here. This was a rousing success of a grand opening.
He kind of smiles. Glad I could have reported on the community news. Seems like it's been rather well received. Any news on when she's taking orders?
Duck, when can we expect to have some fresh bread and coffee?
And,
Well, you gotta give her a chance to set up.
and she like
That's what I'm after.
she blinks and her ears kind of perk up. Oh my gosh, you're right. This is a bakery. And like she like puts her like hooves to her forehead. Is it okay if and she looks to Dolan.
You'll need flour and
like
yeast.
they got it. They
Okay.
got like
She's got a fully stocked kitchen.
and
Alright.
she looks up to Dolan and says, "She'll be ready tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp." And he smiles.
Excellent.
We'll have to get some cinnamon buns to go.
We'll be here.
All right. And congratulations. That was a little arc. I like it.
That was fantastic.
I want to see the look on her face tomorrow when the wrappers arrive. She can put on coffee cups.
And yeah, if you guys are waiting till the next day, that would be like the first day out of your downtime, and then you guys can kind of show up at 8 a.m. sharp. It was the 41st of Bright Moon when you started, which makes it. Let me go check the campaign calendar really quick, because I think you guys would be in the next month actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So let me see calendars. And we are at the Bannermanes calendar. Oh no.
Oh, I missed a chance to use summon instrument. I could have summoned like a flute.
Let's see. So we are at the Bannermanes campaign calendar. You guys are on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is literally like you guys opened up this restaurant on the you unveiled the restaurant on the 48th of Bright Moon, which means that the first day of the restaurant's opening is the 1st of Solace.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Nature Day, as a matter of fact.
I like that.
Yeah, so you guys literally, like, just perfect timing. You guys opened it at the 1st of the month. Congratulations.
Nice.
Clap for that timing.
It's in the morning.
Yeah. Alright, so 1st of Nature Day rolls around, and you guys kind of show up. And I mean, the moment you kind of go toward, I take it you guys would maybe give like an hour or so, as there seems to be a long line the next day.
Engine is gonna raid the mailbox and see if they arrived.
Why would?
No, you're not. That's a felony.
Well, Tangent
So I can give them there.
Tangent sure tries, but it seems like the mailbox is locked. Ooh,
Oh.
odd. But as you kind of put your paws upon it and try to do the thing, you see like this little red line, like a line of light around it that just kind of goes like, it makes a small sound that just shakes the mailbox slightly. Merp, merp, merp. It's like an error sound. And that's about when Duck kind of spots you guys. She seems very busy. She's got an apron on. She's got like the bread spatters on. She has seemingly not slept. And the entire of her like bread bakery setup, there's rolls, there's cinnamon buns, there is an abnormal amount of pumpernickel. There's a lot of bread, and all of it seems like she is just going back and forth. Like she goes to, what can I get you? And they're like, I'll take a cinnamon roll. Okay. And she goes over to the thing. She's already got like 4 cinnamon rolls coming out of the oven. Here you go.
I want a pretzel.
And then she's like, do I have to pay for this? Oh, yeah, right here. And like Dolan's just seemingly her little accountant who's kind of taking the gold, putting it in a little register.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, he's keeping her in line, but she seems beside herself. Like she hasn't even noticed you guys. Like she is so busy until you guys eventually get up to your place in line. I take it as a group, and she blinks. Oh my gosh, this is the best.
Tangent uses summon instrument and starts tootling on the horn.
You
I'm
tootle.
waiting for a chance to use this.
You tootle, and she tootles along with you with her voice. Toodle, 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 toodle.
It smells wonderful, Duck.
Did I do good? I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you tootle fairly well.
Okay.
It was like a rousing success so far. You've got this place full of goods.
Oh my gosh, it's yes. And then she, like, her eyes, oh my gosh, how rude of me. What can I get you?
Cinnamon bun.
One for me too. And a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm. And she
would like
just writing it down.
I would like a banana nut muffin and a whole loaf of pumpernickel bread.
Okay.
Oh, I want some white chocolate coffee if you got it.
And she keeps writing it down.
Do you have any communion wafers?
Wait, are we in a pub right now? What the fuck?
Oh, God.
And she's taken down. What's that, Dolan? She's like, just put a little holy symbol on it. Okay. And she writes that down. And she looks up to Ord, who is probably like, Ord, you are quite literally 8 times bigger than she is. No, actually, you're
8 times.
You're a few factors bigger than she is, because she is short hosed. And she looks up. Oh my gosh, you could eat the whole loaf.
I'm
this
not
American's
anymore,
gonna
I'm
get-
sorry.
Or he's gonna get 2 loaves.
This American sure can put him away. Swift will pat a word on the ass.
Hey, just give me some like two of everything that everybody else ordered.
Oh, okay.
That's the spirit.
Okay. And you see her circle the whole thing,
We're
and
gonna be here.
upside down she puts like a times 2, and then below in parentheses she writes, because she's big. And she did I miss anybody? I think I'm
Swift needs to order.
Swift.
No, I ordered
Oh,
cinnamon roll and coffee.
Oh, okay.
Ash
Uh,
ordered.
Share, did you get
Huh?
Yeah, sure.
What do
your
you-
order?
You're the bread baker, according to your backstory.
Bread baker?
Yeah.
Here's some,
something like that.
here's
Hang
some
on,
pumpernickel.
What does your backstory say? AKA, yeah, bread breaker. Share noble.
What do you want to order, Share?
If she doesn't order,
I'll take a
Andrew's-
coffee.
You'll take a coffee, and Duck kind of says,
Nice.
sweet or with cream. What are you looking at?
It is a coffee. Do you
What?
have coffee?
A coffee? And she
Green
kind of
tea.
nods. Yes, yes. I will get you coffee, and I will. And she kind of thinks, and I'll put all the things that you might want to put in there because you seem like you like your secret coffees. And she gives you like a little bit of a hug. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Duck, may I offer a suggestion?
And her ears perk up. Yes.
A lot of ponies have to go to work or go to school first thing in the morning around 8 o'clock. If you could open up earlier around 5 o'clock, you get an early start to the day, and everyone would
I
have a
disagree.
chance to eat at your bakery before they have to go to work or go to school.
Write that down, Dolan. I could just keep it in my head. That works too.
5 o'clock is pretty early.
And
That's when Sugar Cube opens.
and
That's when
that,
a lot of donut shops open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they have
standard
multiple
bakery.
employees.
that's when that's about the time when you guys like look over to the table. Like there's still some open seating and things like that. In fact, there's a very coincidentally placed one with a table with a big chair specifically for Ord. It seems like they kind of maybe assumed that their own Antian counterparts from Brashville might make their way over here. So they have some tables with bigger chairs. How accommodating. And
Nice.
yeah, and so even
I'm-
Ord gets her own little thing. You guys set yourself down at a table, and it's about at this
So-
time when she kind of she comes forward and she's beaming, like she's got like she's got like that waiter's kind of thing where she's on her two hind hooves, she's balancing all the different things on her
Wings.
If she already had the stuff ready, we didn't have to wait.
oh man, she got it done. You guys got your stuff in about 10 minutes time. Like she seemed to be on it. And she brings you guys your stuff. She kind of sets down plates, set. And as she does so, she smiles. She says, "Oh my gosh, you guys are just so good, and I appreciate all this. And oh gosh, you guys are like my best friends." And she gives you guys a hug in each turn, and then briefly running away, she comes back with an additional thing that none of you guys have ordered: a pie.
Pie. What's it smell like?
What kind of pie is
nice.
it?
And she leans in, pie flavored.
God damn it.
I
What's in
fucking
there?
hate this.
Hey, more pie
You
for
just
me.
gotta stab it to
This
see
looks-
what kind of pie it is.
This looks like it's from a picture. It looks so good.
No, gosh. And she smiles, and if you guys actually, like, she kind of waits until somebody starts, like, taking a drink or biting, like, she looks like she's about to explode, and between the individual, like, these are, like, the best goddamn baked goods.
No, Moon Planner. It's
And
not time for
coffee.
the.
And coffee.
He's
that-
using a dagger to cut the pie.
Oh, yeah, he's just like, oh!
No!
I use hunt prey on the pie! I use hunt prey on the pie! Okay.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows on the pie, oh god. Even Cher, as much as stoic as I would assume you'd like to be, this is probably one of the best goddamn cups of coffee. However you make it, she like set the cream next to you and everything like that. Like, is pretty good.
Sarah is 17 and doesn't appreciate coffee.
Ah,
Cher takes her coffee like her mares, hot and creamy.
What?
Like Kieran's? Does it have horns? Put horns in my coffee?
unfortunately not. The mug does not have horns, but it does have
What
a
did
handle.
you do to my drink?
What did you do to my drink?
Round up unicorn horn as an aphrodisiac.
I could put 3 ice cubes, and you only wanted 2.
Why does my coffee taste like whiskey?
Well, you guys, she like Ord, I kind of she gave you like 2 of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
She did also seem to give you like double that in the amount of drinks too. Like you got like 6 cups of coffee and everything.
Oh,
And-
this is gonna...
I
Yeah,
hope you like white chocolate.
she did all that, and in one of them, you actually do taste a very, very small hint of something alcoholic. She seems to know you. Oh no.
She's trying to spike the drink, you know.
She does.
Give you Irish coffee.
Yeah, Irish coffee. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
kind of pie is it? No one said what kind of pie it is. It's driving me
You haven't
crazy.
ate it yet.
I'm trying to cut into it, but you keep blocking me. Move your
I
hoof out of
did-
the way. Paw. Move your paw out of the way.
You guys cut into the pie to see that it is a classic cherry pie.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be an apple pie.
Is my cherry pie.
And then she kind of smiles. She's like, "Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it?" And she's jumping around.
How many cherries did it take?
What?
I didn't count. I put in cherries.
That's such an odd question.
Uh,
How many
she-
cherries are in my cherry
I mean,
pie?
it's not really an odd question from somebody named Tangent, but still, like.
Duck had to pop a lot of cherries to make this pie.
Oh my gosh, I don't have any needles to pop cherries. And she kind of shakes her head a little bit, and Dolan kind of does that thing, you know, like Twilight in the movie, how she kind of just like did that like side look, like
Yeah.
it's like looking
the-
like around the
Rainbow
side.
Dash.
Yeah, and like he does that around the corner and like looks at you guys like, don't you dare, like.
This has to be, without a doubt, the best investment I've ever made. This was such a great idea, and you have executed it splendidly.
Oh my gosh. And she,
You are gonna do so good at this bakery.
and she like everybody kind of did this, like kind of gives like a little bit of a toast upwards. Here, and a couple people go like here.
They're here.
Yeah, it's
Here.
and a couple of the Bannermanes that you guys like saw yesterday are here too. Just say for timeless glory, and for Duck, and a couple of them say for timeless glory.
For a timeless duck.
Yeah,
That
that
sounded
too.
really enthusiastic.
It's a group thing, you know, like when people sing
Okay.
"Happy Birthday," like it's a celebration,
For
but nobody sounds
timeless
enthusiastic.
glory.
There we go, all together.
I'll duck.
Okay,
One,
okay,
two,
one,
three.
two, three.
For timeless
glory.
I'll the
Still
duck.
can't do it.
Heil the duck, says the one person. She kind of scratches her head. Okay. She gives you guys a hug in succession. Hug. Yeah. It's a very, very thing. And before you guys leave, she kind of gives you each a little bit of a care package. I know you guys are probably adventurers and you're going out to go make more friends with the sand people, but here you go. And she like sends you guys on your way each with two loaves of pumpernickel.
Oh, that's so
wow,
sweet.
cool.
Add that
Oh.
my equipment.
I'll write that down on my list.
Or you're not drinking any coffee. Are you thirsty?
I am drinking coffee. How do I drink coffee?
You
Okay.
just like
Well, you open your mouth.
yeah.
And tip the drink in, or I know
Sometimes
you're
you-
from the hills, but come on.
Sometimes you have to blow on it
Look,
first.
look,
to
where I
get the-
come from, I just bathe in coffee and I just absorb it through my skin. There's no bathtubs in here.
Now, I'm not sure like just how much of effect that caffeine has on Ord, but she just had 6 cups of coffee. So that
And don't forget everything else. Fuck it.
and all the things like Ord, this was a meal fit for a Brashvillian.
She's worked hard. It'd be a shame to see her lose that form.
Is Org hard to move
We gotta
right
keep
now?
her. We gotta keep her nice and stuffed.
Ord, yeah.
Ord.
Ord as an adjective, yes. All right.
Oh.
Alcohol go.
So, it is the first of Solace. The question is, it's not my adventure, it's yours. Where are you going?
Here,
We
going
need
to
get on
Wadi.
We need to get on the road with Cafe. She's already waited for us to go to.
Oh, why isn't she here?
Because didn't invite Cafe.
Fuck!
Oh, that's
Swift
so
will
sad.
dart, Swift will dart out of town and go
Wait,
find
Swift.
Cafe.
What? She's,
What?
She's bound to be here. She was able to sneak up on us when we went to go see Mr. Eugene.
With the power of the coffee, I will fly very
That's a big
fast.
question. What is she doing? What? We're not watching her.
I will fly very fast to go check here first.
You
She
go.
must be
You go
distracted.
to Mango's house, and knock on the door rapidly. Mango. I take it like it's kind of like you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you hear like a clattering, and behind the door. You just say, "Just give me a second," and the door opens. What? And like Mango opens up the door, like saying what, and he seems to be like have like a breadstick, like partially chewed a little bit, and he's like, "What's that?" And behind, you could actually see Cafe seems to have like a really nice little package thing with one of the little stamps that Tangent had commissioned the day before, stamped on a little bag, and Cafe seems to just be like looking at the breadstick and kind of holding it with her hose and balancing it and things like that. Who's there, hon? And she looks up. Oh, hello. And she.
Hi. And sorry, go ahead.
And she smiles. Oh, it's the blue one too. He likes to talk a lot. You might wanna consider that. You got your door open. You're opening the door. He's gonna be there for hours.
I'm not here to take up too much time. And so you said they have like the wrapping paper from Duck's Bakery.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you set the McDonald's bag next to you after
okay.
you get the thing. Yeah.
I was actually, I guess that I was gonna say that the Duck's Bakery was open, but it seems like you've already made your visit.
Oh, hon, she is the cutest little thing. She seemed too busy, though. I didn't want to disturb her, but she does seem like a chatterbox. I'm gonna have to stop there again sometime, but it's a new cafe, and what do you know? People call me Cafe. It's like, what should I do with this information, you know? And she says, maybe I should stop here more often. Maybe hubby will come with me sometime.
That would be splendid. We would love to have you around. Not to rush you too much with your breakfast, but I suppose also while I have you here, we're gonna probably get ready to head out in a little bit.
And she blinks. Oh, that's right. I've been getting too comfy here. You know, I've had to leave the place every night. And he kind of shakes his head. Honestly, I think this one, and she says this with definitely Mango like right there in the doorway. Honestly, I think he's getting a little too flirty with me. I keep telling him I'm married, but he says, "Oh, look at me, I'm a pony, not a dragon." I'm like, "I know, hun. You're very under-endowed compared to them." And and Mango just turns like a little bit like redder at this.
She plays hard to get, lad. Trust me. And if I couldn't get it, it's a tough nut to crack.
And she kind of smiles a little bit. Oh, I'm sure your nuts aren't hard to crack at all, hon.
Challenge accepted.
I was gonna say you're welcome to take me up on that challenge. And
she shakes her head. Oh, if you did that, I'd have to tell my hubby, and you know how he might get about the whole thing.
Maybe I won't be there whenever we drop you off.
No, I'm sure you don't have to be. And she smiles. He likes.
I thought you like to keep secrets, not share them.
Oh, trust me, that would be.
Want her to crack your nuts, though. This is some very great innuendo.
Yeah.
Consider becoming a eunuch.
Cafe kind of she kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. She's like, "Oh, you." It's almost every sort of archetype like you that I see. What you call yourselves, swashbuckling or sailors or something? You're always on about the sex, and it's almost like you guys don't get laid when you're out there on the boats, you know. And Mango's just like, anyways, so you're taking her with you? He looks like a little bit disappointed.
Unfortunately, yes.
And he kind of like says like.
Just a couple more days, I'm sure. And Swift gives him a little wink.
And he looks almost like it seems a little bittersweet for him in the way. Okay. And he kind of nods a little bit. All right, Cafe. They want you. And he kind of looks over. Oh, don't look so sad, hon. I know I've talked your ear off for the last week, but you don't have to look that sad. I'll come by sometime. And she smiles and he says, I appreciate it. And she kind of gives him like a little bit of a boop on the snoot as she comes out, all Kieran like.
Swift will give him a smile and he'll collect his dragon disguised as a Kieran and make his way back to the bakery. And we've got quite this story to tell you about where we were, about what we found.
Oh, do tell.
Well, we'll wait till we're on the ship and everyone can get in on it.
Not much
I
later.
wouldn't.
Not much later. I take it you guys find yourselves on the ship. Oh,
Yes.
do tell.
Are we on the Aswan map now?
Yeah, I'll bring you guys there.
Okay.
As you
Yes.
guys board the ship, the captain is kind of looking a little uneasy at the random Kieran, and he said, "Who's this? Who's this?"
He's questioning this, but not the multiple random ponies that we've added.
Well, he asks who they are too every time you guys bring him on the ship.
Oh, he should be used to it. It's better if he doesn't ask.
She doesn't have the badge. Why doesn't she have a badge?
Most of these people are fake. This one, the share points, the white one, literally admitted she just found the badge.
It's the one that's been
More like she picked it up
cafe.
30 years ago.
Yeah. And he kind of blinks. This is the dragon. No, I'm a Kieran. And she points to herself. No, 100% Kieran. And she gives him a poke. Take your word for it. And he says, it kind of like looks toward you guys like, okay, what does this mean about this whole arrangement? Are we going somewhere? And this is where Cafe kind of leans in. She's like, oh, you guys are so shifty around me. It's almost like you don't want to make me mad or something. And she like rolls her eyes. I'll stay like this until we get out of the city, and then, I'll go back to how I am. You know how ponies are when there's a sudden dragon going over. Look at those gobos. They got all sacrificial about it.
I wonder what the gobos over here are like.
And
they're underneath a tribe.
That's about this at this point when you see a couple gobos like running behind you, and there are a couple gobos that seem to be delivering little packages that have the StarDuks picture on them.
Oh, nice.
Delivering them to us?
Would you look at that?
Well, it's like, remember you guys kind of like, after you guys left here, it seems like the gobos had made themselves useful for chicken and shit like that with by doing the gobo delivery service in Bleakburn.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job.
Alright. We need a cart of court course, by the way.
Oh,
if she's like this, can we make it across? No. Maybe.
What? How long has she been able to stay like this, Mimely? In their Kieran form?
Technically, they can... Cafe would tell you that she gets rather exhausted after doing this for more than an hour at a time.
More than an hour, okay.
Oh, so coffee wouldn't cut it.
Yep.
No. Now
And
this is also me just telling you guys that if you have concentrate on a spell for more than anything with the concentrate trait for more than 10 minutes, you become fatigued.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to force her to
turn her into a tree though.
Tree powers activate.
Well, I mean, I can, and that lasts for like 5 hours.
Water breathing lasts for an hour. Does that mean I get fatigued?
If it has the concentrate trait on it, and this does.
Yeah, you get
the thing that lets her become a Kieran in this form has the concentrate trait on it.
Oh, okay.
Can I turn it? Will she let me turn her into Cafe? Can I turn you into a tree?
No, because I'm a dragon and trees are flammable. And the captain kind of like, no, we don't need any trees on the air. Look, and he points toward the the mast. We already got like more than one mast that we need. Any more trees, and it's gonna disrupt the wind in the sails.
Miss Cafe, if you were to land in the ocean,
what was that, Moonplaner?
Miss Cafe, if you were to land in the ocean in your dragon form, could you float?
And she shakes her head. Nope, would sink like a rock. These scales aren't exactly buoyant. I know some blue dragons who could do that, though.
Boy.
Can't exactly sleep well.
I don't think there's a good way to work around this. We might just have to take the long way.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we had already figured out. We're just going to have to go straight down and
let's go. Look, it's
okay, and I heard that Sister was going to say something. Sorry, I was just keeping everybody from interrupting each other.
Was that first? I was gonna ask you about the bench rules, and later I just said that more trees are always welcome. I just felt obligated to say that.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right.
Oh, and
I'll be right back.
Before we leave Bleakburn, just as a side note, Moonplanter would go to the tree that's over by the clock tower that Tangent used her snap leaf on, and he would cut a branch off of that and put it in his pack.
Fantastic. You got one. You've attained one branch.
Cool.
But what kind of tree was that?
I think it was an oak tree. Tangent will have to answer when she gets back.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering, did you do that for a reason, or?
Tangent did the thing, yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to find a way to get up to the clock tower without having to go through the clock tower. Tangent came up with the idea of growing a massive tree, like immediately, which did work, but then she can't climb.
Yeah, and she almost killed herself. It was actually almost the first death.
Not even.
She like repeatedly
Like,
beat herself up falling.
Do you remember the Jungle Book, the Disney Jungle Book, where Mowgli's trying to climb the tree and he keeps sliding down? That's pretty much what Tangent was doing.
And she
Which
was
one? The
doing
based
damage
one
to
or
herself.
the cringe one?
The 60s Disney one is the last one Walt Disney personally worked on.
Okay, so the based one. Okay, got it.
I need to actually
Well,
go back and watch that VOD.
Look for the
Well,
bare
is anything
necessities, the
with my-
simple bare necessities.
All right, so Mr. Captain is
Oh,
asking.
question. Where are we going?
We're gonna
Oh,
go.
yeah.
We're going to Wati. Remember?
Well, no. So
Been over this.
you guys know that this cave is over here. Like she's told you a bunch of times. It's not in Wati. It's over
Well,
here.
yeah, but that's the nearest thing.
I
dude.
think what we decided to do is once we deliver Miss Cafe, get everything settled with her husband, and get her plants offloaded, then we're going to continue to Wati to try to find the two wives. Correct?
Yeah, we'll be right there.
Now,
and
It's at this point when like the captain actually approaches Sister Ash. Kind of nudges you, nudge.
Yes.
You seem like the plenty sort, yeah?
is it because
Yes.
she's white?
He's like taking her aside with because like you guys are keeping Cafe a little distracted. And he seems to like want to be out of earshot. Here's the thing: is that I don't think many people on this crew are the best at taking care of plants. And these, we've been doing our best. Do you think you can help us out a little? And he like takes you down below the deck where you see that like the plants are definitely having a rougher go at it.
Ooh.
That
Well,
would be
first
a
off,
This up.
Well, for one, they're not in
the first-
sunlight.
Yeah, they're literally
Yeah,
in
the
the
sunlight.
basement.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, why are our plants dying? Let's sit in the closet.
okay, well, Sister looks sort of mortified,
Mm-hmm.
and she immediately says, hey, you should bring these above deck.
She'll see them.
If they're wilted, prestidigitate them. You're a
Well,
spellcaster.
Gee, well, what can... I mean, like, I could prepare daylight, I don't know.
You can prestidigitate, right? That would fix it. It's minor wish.
That doesn't work like that. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, it does not
They're
work
only
like
slightly
that.
wilted.
So plants need to be taken care of. Okay,
There's
well,
positive-
Sister... gee, okay, so you were trying to keep Cafe from seeing these, or...
Well, she's a dragon, and these are her plants, and she's very chatty, and the moment they started wilting, we were just like, we should keep these out of her sight, and, needless to say, we're happy you came along.
Oh my
I'll
god.
see what I can
Is
do.
Tangent there to experience this?
No.
Tangent is
Okay.
is like with the others right now, talking with
Yeah,
Cafe
yeah.
about as the ship starts to kind of take off a little bit.
Does positive energy work on plants?
It's a living thing. It would work on leshies.
Okay, well, let's try it then. I'll use my prayer beads and try to cast heal on them.
I'm sure
Three
there's
actions.
anal beads to heal
Actually,
plants.
that's a really good question. Actually, let's see. Let me see. Does channel positive energy work on plants? Pathfinder 2e. That's actually a really good question.
I know, that's why I asked it.
Give me just 1 second, actually, because they're really fast at answering the questions here. I'm gonna pop that in the quick
Well,
questions thing.
if I understand, plants that are not plant creatures lack wisdom and charisma scores and are therefore objects rather than creatures.
If that's the case, then something like mending or make whole would work, but that takes more time.
Yeah, plants also still are going to need sunlight no matter what.
Well, if we could cure the plants to make them look lush again, and then bring them back on top of the deck to where they can get the sunlight that they need, that should work.
I'd say it's like
Sister with her plants.
I'd say for
she
now.
Can feel, she can hear them screaming in suffocation.
Yeah, it's like For now, it's kind of like giving. I'm just gonna say it's like giving them like a fucking plant Tylenol. Like it makes them perk up. Like, "Ooh." But like, you know, that's temporary. They need some TLC.
Okay, let me find some. Let me find what level daylight is in this edition.
I mean, if this doesn't work, we might just need to bite the bullets because it takes a long time for a plant to die without sunlight. So if we just bring it back on top of the deck, they'll slowly heal.
No,
Air can make light and heat.
bring them back up to the deck. That would be the rational thing to do. But
So, like I said, so they said plant creatures count as living. So yeah, as you kind of channel your thing, plants are living things and are healed by positive healing effects, like the heal spell. If you're actually looking for channel positive energy, that's a money question though. Okay, I'm gonna give it thumbs up and thumbs up. Yeah. So yeah, as you cast the cure spell, you hear the plants scream less. Yes, they perk up. They seem a lot better.
Good.
Get all of them, or
It's a channel. So you just burst it out.
okay.
yeah, I guess I could cast light until I figure out where daylight is.
Captain looks like
Tangent will craft create water.
You're not. Wait, are you there?
No,
No, I'm not there. I'm sorry.
the captain kind of like blinks. I suppose that's one solution, but none of us are botanists, and I doubt the cleric up there wants to keep doing that or yourself. I think we can, you know, and you like does like a watering symbol, whatever you do.
What the fuck is a watering symbol?
Like, you know,
You have a watering can.
yeah, like he's like acting like he's like
I
watering.
mean, like that's what I brought my decanter for, so I guess I can water them.
He blinks.
Well,
The last lad that had a decanter made a mess of me deck on that one's hair, and he points to like Swift.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, and
That's very cool.
as you guys take off for the day, putting these up there, like, Cafe kind of fawns over her plants a little bit. Oh, you guys look healthier than ever, and she's like talking to them and everything like that. It's all things, and if you're keeping a watch on them, I will take a nature roll from you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Roll that. Can I? You said taking watch.
I mean,
On the plants.
I assume that you're like tending to the plants, yeah. Sounds
Okay,
like
let me just.
sounds
yes.
like a nature roll to me. Like,
Yeah, can I roll that with guidance?
yeah, sure.
Okay, now let's see. Where is it? Oh, come on. Move to it. Yeah, okay, here it is.
We got a hell of a long way to go.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to start
Can't you
traveling.
just-
Damn it,
can't you
Neil.
just
Do I do
rule
that
it across
blind
the-
or
No, this doesn't need to be blind.
public roll? Okay.
Yeah, it's not gathering information. You're tending to things. Things that you will know if you're failing at tending. But alas, you find yourself tending to them very well. And in fact, I think that you'd like to talk to them a lot. Probably with Cafe, who, as you guys start to get far enough away from the city, jumps off the edge in her Kieran form, and there's the dragon again. Ooh.
Sister Ash can actually cast speak with plants and ask them what each one needs.
Yep, pretty
They
much.
need sunlight, is what she says.
Yeah, they're all being like, it's too dark. Oh my god. Yeah. So you guys, starting your way. Now this is where DMS, also through the captain. What are the route we taken? You guys just going down along the shore this way?
I think we're
we
going this
just have
way,
to-
like following our old trail, kind of.
Like
Yeah,
we
we-
have to.
Yeah, like as
pick-
much of a
like, we
straight
can't-
shot as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
straight
just
to
straight
here,
down.
and then wiggling down, and then
1, 2, 3,
over.
4,
There's no point to
5.
wiggle. Just the straight path is just gonna be the fastest because we
Yeah,
have
'cause
to
if we-
go down.
And that
here.
looks like a good one. Do that.
If we're only moving 5 squares a day, there's hardly any space right here to cut across the water to save time. So I think we just follow the shoreline and then start circling our
Alright.
way back up to here.
Alright.
All right, fair enough. Let me.
Let me know when we get here.
Westray?
Well,
Okay.
you'll know.
Mm,
Oh yeah,
You'll
how
be
did you?
here.
Oh, meanly, how do you make the grid a hex?
What?
A hex.
Well, I heard you, but
Instead
like,
of
you
like,
just-
how do you make the grid a hex instead of a square?
you set it to hex.
Okay.
Sorry, trying to get the thing here without modifying the other ones. Woo. How do I do that? Oops. Oh, I just fucking F5'd myself. Hold on. Let me come back.
Oh no.
Wait, I have the one thing that lets us. I mean, I think GM is just gonna tell us the same thing with the find the way spell.
The what?
The spell that lets you find the optimal way.
What's
Oh
the-
wait, I had that prepared.
What's the spell?
I don't think we need that because the captain is shown to be able to hold a straight line whenever he transports us.
Well, no, it's not
Well, I
just
have it
that.
prepared. I'm gonna
It's-
cast it anyway.
If there was a cheesy
No, I had
way
one
we
guy,
could get
never mind.
across,
I mean, show the
it
way.
might be shown. Yeah, but it doesn't. I don't
For the
think
purposes
there really
of long
is.
distance overland travel during exploration mode, travelers through difficult terrain reduces you to
Oh,
only
that's not the
3/4. Your travel like post a spell. You guys aren't telling me the spell.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, then I guess you don't use it. Question mark? Like, I just wanted to see.
It's not important.
Okay.
You should know already.
All right, I'm gonna change this to the next fancy one. There you go. There's the next little musical edition we have here. We traveling.
Musical.
Yeah, look at that. All right, so you guys begin your travel. And let's see, get my travel.
Sister Ash is casting Wanderer's Guide.
Wanderer's Guide. You call upon the Beyond to guide your route. When you cast a spell, choose a destination. You receive an inspired route of that destination, allowing you and your allies to travel overland. Reduce the movement by penalty from difficult terrain by half the duration. As long as you don't deviate from the inspired route, it doesn't have any effect on movement during encounters. If you use this ability again after the duration is over, this event ends. So this is specifically reducing the movement penalty from difficult terrain by half for difficult terrain. You guys are in an airship. None of the terrain is difficult.
Unless it gets really windy.
Yeah, or you get into the mountains.
Okay.
Now, it's just DM telling you that. Like, you guys have this airship, and it's like you guys pretty much breeze through most places. It's not a lot that's going to stop an airship in the air kind of deal, difficultly, unless it's like mountains or some shit. So let me
I
put...
took the in stride.
There we go. So I'm going to put this right here. Is that correct?
What-
Yeah.
Wait, what are you putting where?
Yes.
All
This
right.
this path here.
Oh, okay, the path. Okay, because all of them are the same color. All right. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm kind of drawing...
Is that a viable path?
I'm kind of just drawing the path here, like, get adjusted as necessary, but, let's see. You guys get here, and, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that's viable, 1, 2, yeah, it's just going along the shoreline.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll deviate slightly.
Means
if you
like that means I get to stop over the water.
Looks like a sextant.
We're not. We'll do your plant thing on the way back. Plants aren't going anywhere.
Come on.
And I'm. Listen,
Look,
you're gonna
right
be
here would
very
be perfect.
disappointed.
Look, right here would be perfect.
Wait, no, we'll do it on the way back.
The
Come
captain
on.
starts you off as you guys go your 5 for the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doot, 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 doot. You guys flying, and along the way, Cafe actually stops right over here to pick up her kobolds again. It seems like in the middle of the path, there's now 2 doors facing each other. One has a dragon symbol on it. One has a gobbo symbol on it. Oh no. And Cafe has to pick them up. You hear her briefly tell off her kobolds for starting fights with the gobbos, and then you guys get them back and keep going.
They didn't burn anything down, did they?
No, but the kobolds seemed like all sorts of like they started it.
Sorry, I don't speak Draconic. What are they saying?
They started it, hun.
I speak Draconic.
I speak Druidic. I speak Goblin.
How would you bring up that you speak Druid? Wait, Druid's not a language,
Dru-
is it?
Yeah?
Druidic
Is
is.
it?
It's
Druidic?
a very stupid,
Yeah.
annoying language that shouldn't be in existence, but it does exist.
Like saying I speak, it sounds like it's similar to saying like I speak Christian.
If Cafe gives me one of her charms, and I can speak Draconic for 10 minutes.
It's fine. Yeah, I believe the goblins started the fight. They're very territorial. We kind of told them to be.
Goblins.
The Gabos.
Gabos.
The Gabos.
Gabos.
Yeah,
Gobbo
Gobos on
was
the
a
ship.
Gobbo's a
No,
nickname for goblins.
Gobbos that are just around the forest and whatever.
Tangent.
Like
Oh, I thought
the
we were
in
on
and-
the airship again.
the big rings.
That
we
is
stopped,
that is-
to get Cafe's kobold.
Tangent with that
Oh,
roll,
okay.
you guys don't actually encounter too much other than that across the day. Cafe kind of sets down a little bit. You guys aren't too far off of Camp Alverton, but Cafe prefers to sleep out here because it just won't cause a fuss. Yeah, I mean,
We'll take the opportunity to tell her the story. She wants to hear it still.
Oh yeah. Where's the
Hi,
story?
so we're sorry that delay took us a bit longer than we expected. You see, when we got into town, and it turned out, I don't know if you had ever met the goose himself, but we got into town and we found that he had been missing for 18 days, believe it or not.
Oh, that's a lot of days.
It's a lot of days with us not having gotten word on any of it the whole time that we were gone, so it was quite a surprise.
Oh, did they shut down the mail?
I don't think so. I'm not honestly sure. I never heard that, but we had to put on our detective hats and our monocles and our magnifying glasses and get to work. So we started looking through town, and we found we went across a ship, coffee ship, where we were talking to a couple of sphinxes that were selling the coffee, telling us about the last time they saw the goose, and the time they saw 2 Kirins. I don't know if you've been aware, so I've kind of gesture to share. This one has 2 wives that are Kirins that have been staying in town. And
I am more than aware of the Kierans, and she smiles.
2 wives?
Well, yes. So okay. So from what it turns out, it's actually that the 2 Kirins were the culprits of Dr. Amden's kidnapping.
Oh,
They were able to drug him, use magic to manipulate the sphinxes to load him into a box on the ship, and then sail all the way to Weldstone.
And she's kind of she's riveted by the story. Oh, you know how those griffins are with their boxes? They're just like that one. And points toward Tangent.
I absolutely. And so this actually tails into a bit of a squabble that we had with the Bannermanes over at Weldstone, where we the last that had the bakery.
Mm-hmm. And
she actually came from Weldstone. She was actually a slaver for the Bannermanes over there, and we broke her out and we gave her freedom, as well as a few other things that we took from them. And so they decided to help get our main stitch kidnapped as payback.
Oh, well, look at that then. And she kind of blinks a little bit. That is quite the adventure. And hubby always says that you guys, you adventurers, are always up to no good. But look, you're doing good things. And she smiles. The duck one, right? The one that looks all sorts of cute, right? She seemed like she was having a real good time. And she nods.
Oh, she is having the best time. That bakery is gonna keep her happy for the rest of her life.
Oh, I hope so. And
Just bring a smile to my face.
I just thought that might be an interesting tale, because it seems that these 2 Kirins that Cher married are not quite what they seem to be. Everyone is saying they're
perfectly fine.
Everyone's saying they're ponies, and for 2, they're using some pretty strong magic and abilities that seemed unbefitting of what we originally thought of them.
Oh, and she kind of
When did you marry these mares?
A couple months ago.
Honestly,
It's pretty obvious that, there's more than this. They're being controlled by mysterious number 5, which is my original number, and I don't remember doing this. I mean, it's reminiscent of a plan that I've thought up, but
so she says.
Done.
Cher, weren't you originally number 9? When did you get moved up to 5?
Well, we wanted to be 6 and 9, but then he said we looked more like a 5 and 4. Or the other way around, but our destination was eventually switched to 5 and 4, I believe.
So we're gonna be actually heading right up to Watsy after we drop you off.
And she kind of nods. Oh, well, you stay safe then, okay?
We will.
And
Probably not, but yeah.
And she settles down. You guys actually note that she didn't seem to. She seems to, her kobolds seem to have a little bit of separation anxiety, as they are all currently cuddled around her in like a big dragon pile. Yeah. Because they've been away from cafe for a
East
bit.
kobolds.
2, 3, 4, 5. I need a D100 for the next day.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. I don't think that the time thing is working on my end. I don't think so. So just somebody help me keep track of the days here. You guys left on the 1st. Let me go to the campaign calendar. That was your day of travel. This was on the 2nd day, so your next day of travel will be through the 3rd of Suns. Third. Okay. Somebody note that, please, just so I can write it down somewhere. Moon Planner.
Write that down.
With the day's travel, as you guys.
So wait, do I still need to prepare water
Hang
breathing? Are we going underwater?
No, hang on though.
I didn't write it
something.
down.
With your
Can someone?
hang on, with
Hold
your
on,
roll. Sorry.
What did we need to write down?
It's just you guys, your next day of travel after this is going to be through the 3rd of Sun's Day. I'm just keeping track of your guys' days of travel.
3rd of Sun's Day. Right?
On your next days of travel. So like when you move your next 5, that'll be through the 3rd. I'm just keeping
3rd
track
of Sun's Day.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
somebody keep note of it. I'm just asking for you guys.
I'm keeping note of it.
The module seems to not be working right now. So you guys traveled this day with that roll. Let me double check some. Don't worry about it. That roll is gonna look at it. You start to see that. Well, you kind of land on the outside of Westray, and as you guys do land, get all settled up for the night. Like nothing attacks you through the day, anything like that. But like, you come about like late afternoon. You guys are actually approached by a familiar figure, a certain cowboy pone. I know there was
Main Stitch.
And he kind of gives a little bit of a nod. Howdy, I'm just you know, in the area. And his eyes settle on the dragon. He just kind of waves. Oh, hi, hon. And all of the kobolds kind of wave too, and all at once. Hi.
Well, good afternoon, Main Stitch. We're just passing through. Was there anything you needed to discuss with us?
Well, you know, and he gestures to the dragon. Well, just being an adventurer, you know, you see a dragon flying overhead, you get a little curious.
Oh, well, she's actually very polite and very talkative. In fact, if you'd like to meet her, Miss Cafe, this is Main Stitch, and I pause because I honestly can't remember his name.
Wild Ace.
This is Main Stitch Wild Ace.
I don't remember his name.
That was Ram Ranch.
Howdy. And she kind of like gives him a nod. Oh, Wild Ace, what's with all of you, you Bannermanes, and names that sounds like you gamble a lot? And he kind of gives a shrug. Oh well, not my business. How's it going, hon? And he says, it's fine, ma'am. I'm just making sure you're not burning down any towns or anything. But by the looks, don't seem like that. And she kind of says, "Oh no, not me. My burning down house days are over." And she gives a little bit of a smile, and he kind of like gives that like nervous laugh, like, is she kidding? Like, and he goes, all right then. I was just making sure, you know, a couple people in the town were just a little concerned, is all. And he kind of gives a little bit of shrug. But so long as it looks like you guys are doing your thing, I ain't gonna pry too much. Just making sure that I don't have to send out a notice or anything like that. Oh, hon, no, the less note, the better. And he kind of like waves her claw. Very well then. I wish you all a good night.
Good night, Main Stitch.
Hey, good night, sir.
He kind of just heads back to the town. That was the interesting happenings of today. As you guys move to the 3rd of this month for your next 5 days, next 5 hexes of travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we moved to the 4th, right?
No, this is the 3rd, and then
Oh, okay.
this is through the 3rd. This is the day, and you guys continue on down the way, just over the water, and landing on the shore this day. Woo, look at that.
While we're over the water, I want to go and get some samples.
You are over the water, but if you're tangent, you don't have wings, and the ship's not stopping.
Oh.
And what, samples of the water?
No, she wants the plants.
Because
Wait,
those
I
would
can
require
pass-
an
wait.
expedition.
Wait. I'll just cast fly on her. I prepared fly.
Okay,
I prepared fly.
but
fly
the,
with
the
the
ship is
spell.
so much faster than you guys can fly.
Oh wait,
God damn it.
I got fly and I have haste.
If you
Well,
are,
the sh-
like, it's
The
literally
ship is
it's,
not
it's,
stopping.
It's literally an exploration activity to stop and survey an area, which would cut your travel time in half. If you did that, you would not even make it to the water this day.
Oh.
We will do it at a different time. It is literally just glowing.
I kind of want to see the plants too, though.
The captain, however, notes your visible excitement and kind of gives like the rest of your party a look. Hey, she still going on about the plants.
It's her new thing. It's something new every week.
Honestly, I'm excited about them too. They have reportedly some very powerful healing properties, and I know nothing about them.
Not according to your info.
Plants have intrinsic
was-
value.
That was Sister's info. I just need
Yeah,
to
I
verify
know. Your
something.
info countered what she says.
My info simply said that I didn't know hardly anything about them. Like I never knew they existed before then.
Her sister would have told you.
Right, and when
Slap.
I tried to look into my own notes to see if I knew anything additional about them, I didn't know they existed.
So
Alright.
it'll be
Word
something.
it.
It'll be something to discover, but yeah, later on.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
What happened since my absence? Oh my God,
just like
Shabaka.
Anna.
Shabaka back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Shabaka. Things happened.
Hey.
You guys are on a travel now. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just traveling now. The bakery got open and now we're traveling. That's pretty much the
Anjay
short and
has
sweet of
some
it.
loaves of pumpernickel to share with you. They're not even stale yet.
You put them in a bag of
Shabaka,
holding,
I
they
think
stay
you would be-
fresh.
Shabaka, I think you would be pleased with the investment that you made. That she's a great baker.
You got lots of hugs.
Oh, that's good.
And free bread. Every time you guys go there, you guys get free bread.
Oh, nice.
Don't abuse it, you Jude. You can't get the bread and then resell it outside.
Yeah, I
You can't tell me what to do. I got mercantile
You have
lore.
to eat the bread where you are.
So-
Shabaka, turn on CRISPR.
He's got it. That's the reason why he's stealing the bread to feed the screaming children in the back.
No!
He's got a lot of child support.
Yo, alright, well you guys land on the night here. Nothing seems to jump out at you with set of rolls that have been rolled. How nice. It seems like this is generally a pretty peaceful part of the map. Who would have thought? 1, 2, 3, and through the fourth, 4, 5. There you
Fourth.
go. You guys do this, and I need another Demon Hunter through the day. Woo!
Everyone just have them preloaded so we can keep her going.
And we're Sun's Day, right?
Sun's Day. Let's see. You guys looking at the campaign calendar? This is the 4th is Victory Day.
Victory Day.
This is the 4th Victory Day. You guys travel through Victory Day. Keep
I
it
don't know what month it is, sorry.
Solace. And
Solace, okay.
every month has the same day schedule. It's like it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
So with the roll that it was given, you guys start. Don't see anything necessarily jump out at you. It's it's a fairly like standard travel. It's part of the reason is you guys can definitely surmise you guys literally have a fucking dragon with you. Like, what do you expect? So yeah, I mean,
The minute she flies above the clouds, we get accosted by a serpent.
oh,
Yeah, despite us saying, "Hey, why don't you not?" It's just like, "Oh, I think I can't hear you. I'm just flying above the clouds." Oh, my tired old wings, though. You know.
hey, oh, but look, you guys got a new player. All
And
right.
where is he?
Swift almost got bored.
Nah,
And
yes.
should have, by all accounts, have died that encounter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through the 5th of Solace as you guys continue on your way. Continue on your
Shabaka came in clutch.
Yeah.
With the first sickness, yeah.
I need a D100.
Someone else get it.
Chewbacca, roll it.
It's done.
Oh, I know I'm late, but can I make that mercantile lore roll?
No.
Or
For
No. Yeah, you
yeah,
missed it.
you definitely
lose.
missed it.
You slept on it, dude. You had a chance to make money, but now it's gone.
Yeah, your nose gets a little bit shorter today.
That's funny. As you kind of land on this one on this day, the only thing to note is that as you guys come into land, you will notice a pair of rowboats. It just seems to be kind of washing up on the shore as if it'd probably been washed up from the sea somewhere. Whoosh, whoosh.
Or what?
Air.
Yep, just a
Like
pair.
two separate ones.
It's like an abandoned, two abandoned rowboats just seem to kind of be clattering next to each other against the
Like robots?
Rowboats.
No, rowboats.
Robots.
Oh, rowboats. Oh, all right, yeah.
Use your context.
I would like to
They're not just
investigate.
robots floating in there.
Look, I don't fucking know the context. For all I know, there could be robots as well in this game. I don't know.
The crew on the ship are robots.
Rowboats.
What was that?
Investigate them.
No, what? Nigga, they're rowboats. We're not gonna stop and investigate
Well,
just
just
the
like-
rowboat.
I wrote
Maybe there's a
mercantile
treasure
lore
there.
to
Just kinda
figure
wanna
out
see.
if this like some kind of trade of some kind.
Give me a perception check, you.
Okay, I'll do that. It's under utility or let's see, skills.
Hey, not you, Chewbacca. Not you.
You wanted to know mercantile lore to know if this is a trade route or something.
Yeah.
Because of the two clattering, dirty rowboats.
Yeah, I don't know what these are. It could be some kind of special.
I need
They're
a,
rowboats.
I need a perception
Yeah,
from the person
I
who
know.
said that they were investigating on.
That would be Ash.
Ash.
I'm trying that.
I'll go with Ash.
Just
Do you know where it is?
I'm waiting for Ash. He said it first.
No, yeah, I know. I'm asking if he knows where
yeah,
it
I
is.
thought it was under skills, but
It's not a skill.
I thought it
It's
was
just
under skills, but
it's a default party thing. It's on the banner on the left side of your sheet.
You got it, or do you need help? Make sure it's blind, by the way.
I
You're
don't have
gathering
it
info.
actually. But
It's on.
Okay,
it's, on
so-
it's on the red banner on the left side of your sheet.
It's perception.
Yep.
The eye.
On the left
it
side,
has the eye
the
that's
eye see-
crossed out.
Right here.
Okay, there it is. Just I click perception and I
You click the
Yeah,
little
make
dice.
sure it's blind GM roll though, like in your chat bar. Or it might even give you the option to choose blind when you click it.
When you click the little eye, it gives you the option to blind it.
Yeah. So it will say roll mode. You
there
just
I
change
see
that.
now. Okay.
Very.
All right,
Very
Sister
good.
Ash, being that you were the first to go and look at the rowboat, you are quick to find that there is a discarded little old bag of 5 gold pieces.
It's 5 gold. I don't think it's really worth us going down to get it.
I put
They,
those
they,
pieces
they,
back
they already
and,
went down to go
in
get
case
it. They were
someone
the
else
first to
comes looking
investigate
for
it.
Wait, does she
I
have
leave them
wings?
there in case someone comes looking for it.
Fair enough. I mean, Moon Planner, you guys, that went down to go investigate it to see that she found that and pocketed the 5.
All right.
I put it back, is what I said.
Oh, you put it back on the rowboat.
Yeah, in case the person who left it there comes looking for it.
Gotcha.
Do these rowboats look as though they've been here for a while?
Yep. The wood is kind of, sort of, not in the best condition right now.
Sister, it looks like this was discarded. It's been here for quite a while. You can see how the wood is starting to get warped and affected. I don't think anybody's coming for this gold. There's no harm in us taking it.
Okay, I guess I'll take it back to the church when I have the chance then.
All of it?
Well, would you like a piece?
Yeah, you give me 2 pieces of gold and you can keep the rest of doing it.
We kind of
Sure,
make use
then.
of the gold. We can't just give all. We can't just give all our gold to the churches.
Hey, it's
Why
right
not?
now.
And it says,
Stop,
yes, you can.
Yeah. The 2 religious
Yeah,
shills are telling you no. Yeah.
Well, I
totally.
know Swift, and Swift is giving his opinion. That's just saying.
And Shara can say you can also donate to the Church of Kara through her. All donations go directly to Kara. She speaks for Kara.
And I'll reiterate, never give gold to this one. And he points to Share.
Give me more gold than I asked for, actually. Do that every time, please.
Are you giving me 2 pieces?
Okay, if I don't see anything else, is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, that's want to move on, or
Are you giving me 2 pieces?
sure, have 2 pieces of gold.
Awesome.
Sister doesn't mind.
All right.
All right, yeah. Then move on.
You give 2 pieces of gold as we move. What are we on the 5th? This next day will be the 6th, yeah. 1, 2, 3,
It's
1, 2,
book day.
5. Doot, 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 doot. All right, cool. We move through book day. Oh no, book day. Well, this is final day if it's the 6th. Final day. Landing once again on the shore. I need a D100 to see if anything comes your way.
There you go.
Ooh. Nice. And as you keep going in that direction, nothing accosts you. Though a strange sense of foreboding falls upon you as the party. And throughout the day, you guys feel moderately scared, as if all day you guys have had the scared condition.
Tangent, are we
I would like
under
to
a similar
roll
effect?
perception to see what his causing is.
Yeah, I cast detect magic.
I'm
I'd like to
wondering
roll
if we're
perception.
under some kind of effect like we had at the haunted house back at Camp Weed Horse.
This reminds me of that chateau.
This wouldn't really be a perception thing, necessarily. Like, what are you trying to percept?
I don't know, whatever is giving me the chills.
All day you're looking around. You don't see anything in the air. Like, the only person that seems generally unaffected by this kind of thing is Cafe. He's just humming along.
Okay, you know what? It could be dragon nearby.
I cast dispel magic.
What?
You
You know
cast...
why? Because dragons
what's...
are immune to the frightful presence of other dragons.
I just cast it like where we're at.
Just trying to target whatever's...
Sure, because
really-
I have it prepared anyway. I may as well use it.
You cast detect magic and quickly find. You don't really know what to cast it against, but you cast it.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to get rid of it.
Okay.
I cast detect magic.
You detect magic. And I mean, no.
Why? I would assume it would be yes. There's literally a bunch of magical items and magic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You
okay.
detect it on us.
Yeah, you detect a powerful magic, as if a whole party had suddenly been bumped up to level 9 magic items.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, could I,
I don't know what you guys were expecting there.
Okay, well, I have the feeling we're being watched, so I would like to roll a charisma check to try to taunt out whatever is watching us.
Taunted out.
What
And
are
I'll
you saying?
taunt it for it.
What are you saying?
Fucking.
What skill would I roll that for?
Well, I need to know what you're saying first.
Let me, sister. As soon as that chill feeling starts to descend on the party, sister would wait. I don't know, probably an hour, and then turn around and say, "We know you're there. What's going? Who are? Show yourself."
Well, if you're trying to taunt the other thing, that'd be an intimidation check.
Intimidation check. Oh, good thing I accidentally became proficient in that.
Oops.
Just
roll.
screaming on the deck like a mad.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Come
good.
on, show yourself.
Blind, blind.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. A blind intimidation check. And I'm going to add guidance to that.
What is guidance? Can you just use
It's a
that
cantrip.
lever?
Yeah, it's just a cantrip.
It's a +1 buff to a skill, attack, or save.
Okay, so sister, she turns jet black, her mane turns into fire, and she is gonna...
Nice. You shout these things out into the world. The world, however, doesn't seem to have a mouth to respond. Aww.
I cast see invisibility.
You cast see invisibility in the world around you and spot no one who is invisible.
You guys know this.
I cast
literally be a
sanctuary just in
Sims.
case.
Roll that in chat.
Sanctuary?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a moment to put on my hotbar. Sorry, but I don't usually put these on my hotbar. Because I'm using Archives of Nethys.
It's not the thing he yells at you about.
I know. As a bonus, once I look it up once, then I don't have to look it up again.
You should really put those on your short list, bud. That's what your short list is for. You could just stack as many spells as you want in there that you want to keep on tabs, and then when you prepare them for the day, you just drag them up. Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't think about using my hotbar like that. I usually just prep it as I go.
You cast Sanctuary on someone or yourself. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect as nobody's attacking you.
Yeah, I thought someone might attack us.
That's fair.
We haven't seen anything.
Okay,
it's just a feeling right now.
You guys land, and I mean, generally throughout the night as you guys keep watch, everybody seems a little on edge, and Cafe just kind of like gives you guys like the weird look, like why is it like that? And she kind of goes to sleep. You guys wake up the next day. What?
Before she goes to sleep, Moonplanter would approach her. Miss Cafe, we've had this very ominous feeling over us, and you don't seem to be affected by it. Do you have any idea what might be happening?
Oh, weird effect, huh?
Yes. Do you know what it is?
And she looks toward her kobolds, who kind of give a little bit of a shrug. She looks a little confused at you.
Are the kobolds infected?
Yeah, like she doesn't look like she knows what you're talking about.
Well, the last time we felt something like this was all the way at Camp Weed Horse, and it was over a house that was being affected by a haunt. And it's just over this entire area, and it seems to be affecting all of us, but we can't find out why.
She kind of thinks a little bit. Well, I don't feel anything myself, hon, so I can't really tell ya.
And your kobolds don't either?
Do you? And she looks down to her kobolds, who kind of, they puff out their chests, and they shake their head. No.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's nothing, and we'll be able to just get through it. Have a good night.
Okay.
That's a good question. Why were the kobolds infected?
I think it might be a dragon effect or something. They don't target, like, reptilian creatures. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, like, I had the dragon trait, too.
I mean, we didn't feel this when we were, like, close before. Like,
Can I try this?
We didn't feel this when we were on this path.
Well, and whatever it is, it affects me. And last I understood, I'm a dragon, or I count as one.
When you have the dragon trait.
But you're not fully a dragon or fully blooded.
Can I try Spirit Sense?
Yeah, but neither's a kobold, right?
Tangent, I'm gonna say I highly doubt you had to prepare today.
Kobolds are fully reptilian or whatever.
Wait, what spell is she trying to use?
Spirit Sense. Just like
I have Spirit Sense. I do. It's right here. It's not even on my. It's actually on my sheet even.
Well, actually, no. I could prepare that the following morning. So.
Fair enough.
Well, no, it's there right now. Oh shit! It's freezing.
Also,
it's freezing.
Also, that's for haunts. And you guys, I think you said see invisibility around. You guys didn't notice anything was being invisible or anything like that around.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to sleep. Oh. Sarah's just gonna call you guys pussies, and that the big, strong, ancient dragon probably just isn't afraid because it's a giant ancient dragon.
So explain why the kobolds aren't afraid either.
They're right underneath the giant ancient dragon that treats them like kids.
We're right by her too, and well,
we're not her kids, and we haven't lived with her forever.
Wait, I don't think she's a kid, right?
She treats them like her kids.
She would have definitely. She's already told you she's over 800 years old.
Yeah.
Moon will ask the Clockwork ship crew if they feel anything.
Yeah, your entire ship has been feeling uneasy.
They're robots. They don't have emotions.
They're clockworks.
They're clockworks.
I guess I'm gonna.
They're fucking gearheads. It's heresy.
Racist.
Now, as you guys sleep through the day, that brings us to the next day of travel through the 7th. Ooh, fancy.
Hey, wait, are we still over water? Should I still have that water breathing prepared?
You guys are on the shore.
No, you can
we're
nuke
not
it.
using that.
You're on the shore.
I only did it because Tangent told me to, so you know.
Billy didn't do the thing, so.
As you guys go through another day of travel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, through the day, your heart rates pick up. You're just getting a little bit more spooky. You and the crew seem as if, through the day, you guys attain Frightened 2 status. Ooh.
Oh, I can cure myself of that.
Well, you might cure yourself of it, but slowly it just returns throughout. After
I can keep booping myself.
How many spell slots do you have?
Enough.
And that's not through the whole day.
I want to pray to my god to find out what it is.
You pray to your god. Do you have spells that your god would answer to?
Got augury.
Augury.
What are you asking? And roll that in chat.
Will we find out what's causing it?
Roll that in chat for me, please.
Okay. Let me find augury.
The monsters
put it
are
on
all
my
fucked up for some reason.
I thought I had it in my thing. I don't.
I try to make a roll to figure out what can affect everybody but dragons / reptilian creatures and make them fearful.
Wait, it affects me though, so you know.
That's a really broad.
I'm gonna ask Miss Coffee again. Or I'll wait for the augury to see what tangent.
There you go. Sorry, I had to find it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a level 1 spell. It was level 2.
Alright, so, as you, try to predict up to 30 minutes into the future, you determine that in the, I take it you cast this at about midday, you get, wheel and woe.
Oh.
What does that mean and not retard?
That means he doesn't know.
Both. So we get.
I cast my spirit.
So it means that two things are gonna happen.
You cast Spirit Sense after preparing it today, and get that there doesn't seem to be any spirits around.
Wait.
Moon
what
will go
about
up
our
to
fighting spirit.
Plander.
Moon will go up to Miss Coffee again.
Hey,
Miss
can
Coffee.
And she.
Can I go to?
Hang on. She perks her head up. Oh, hi, hon.
It's getting overwhelming. It's getting stronger the more we travel. It's affecting us. It's affecting the entire crew, but it's not affecting any of you. Is it possible for dragons to create a massive aura of fear that would only affect creatures who aren't dragons?
Oh, if there was, it certainly wouldn't be any of my friends. And she kind of gives a little bit of a shrug. I know some wildin' ones out there, though. And she gives a little bit of a thought to it. And if they have, I wouldn't put it past them.
So it is possible for a dragon to have this power, correct?
Well, nothing's impossible, isn't it? She gives a smile.
Do you know if Heat Fang has this ability?
Oh no, Heatfang just likes to hoard things. He's one of those reds. And she kind of gives a little bit of a shrug. Big bad tough guy, doesn't need all the magic stuff.
Wait, I got a question, Meemly.
Well, hang on. Let me go.
Does your husband have this ability?
Oh, I haven't talked to my husband in a few hundred years. And he kind of thinks a little bit. If he has, then, maybe. He likes his scrolls. You know how they are.
It's really that long since you talked to your husband?
And she kind of
sorry.
And she thinks a little bit. I mean, it's just a stone's throw away, really. Because it's typical standard dragon fare.
Honestly, Miss Cafe, I don't know. You're the first dragon I've ever met. Well, technically the second, but the first one I ever got to know personally.
And she kind of thinks a little bit. Well, we'll ask hubby when we get there. He's usually pretty smart with these kind of things, huh?
Well, if you would just please keep an extra eye out, because we're getting overwhelmed out there, and we're not going to be at our strongest if we have to fight something.
All right, well, here you go. I'll make sure that everything is scared away for you tonight, okay? And she takes a deep breath, and you hear her give the most intimidating of dragon roars up into the air. And by intimidating, I mean I'm totally rolling her intimidation.
Could you do the sound effect for us so we know what it sounds like?
Ooh, I can actually. I'm sure I have one of those. Actually, let's see.
I
Dragon.
mean, I'd also like to ask a question pertaining to this.
Mm-hmm.
You said the kobolds were not affected, and this actually makes me wonder something, because I know I'm being affected.
Uh-huh.
Last time I looked at the Bannermanes homebrew, I know that Kieran did have the dragon trait.
I know.
So I can, from this, I can infer that it is not just a thing that doesn't affect dragons, right?
And that's for me to know and you to find out.
Were any of her kobold spellcasters?
One.
Yep. There was one.
Okay.
Anyways, I think this might have a roar. I don't know. Probably. There you go. You get a deep dragon roar from the skies. Roar.
Can you do it again? Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's.
It just sounds like gurgling, honestly, and I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's the
knowing
point.
you.
That's the point.
It sounds like
Cher
gurgling.
becomes frightened 3.
It's gurgling, not roaring. You should be more frightened. You were the one that almost got forked last time.
All right.
I am excited.
Let me
Hey,
get
can I roll?
I did
Hang
not
on,
even know
hang
you
on.
get excited by
I got a
that.
roller intimidation. All right, let's see.
Do it
That's-
publicly.
Yeah, of course. I think I'm putting it on here. Hang on. This is this number. Update that. All right, and then it's public intimidation. Public. There we go.
Ooh, lass.
Roar! And fire jets up in the air, and all of her kobolds cheer, 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 cheer. And then she gives you a pat on the head, Moon Planner. Pat, 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 and says, "There. Now nothing will make sure. That'll make sure nothing scares you through the night, okay?"
Right. Thank you, Miss Cafe. I'm going to bed now.
Yeah. You are fairly certain that the air just took a whole. Let's see how many D's of damage. You're fairly sure that. Let's see. Where is that actually? Breath weapon. The air took 16 D6 of damage. Yep, that's how much.
Yeah, I've been next to a building demolition, so I imagine we got to feel a shockwave going through the earth.
Oh yeah, the entirety of all of you like rumbled. Like it's kind of like being like right next to the subwoofer at a really loud concert.
Am I still
I
scared?
feel remarkably safe.
Am I still scared?
Yep, you guys remain scared too through the night.
Oh.
The tide,
Can
the
I
tide
can I
receded a little
cast spell immunity fear?
How long does that last? I mean, you guys are at the end of the day, so no. Like, use it the next day if it's still.
Okay. Duration 24 hours.
There you go.
But it only works for me.
Yeah.
Unless I
I'll do
cast,
it too
I
on
can
myself.
I can do it 2 more times for other people.
And I think spell immunity itself.
Oh wait, no, but you have to do. Well, yeah, you can do fear, but that's only if it is fear.
I'm assuming it is. So.
We just have an effect that causes fear, so it could be something else.
Oh, you're right, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, we can see, and that way we would know what it is.
The next day, as you guys wake up for your travels through the, I believe this is the 9th Nature Day. You guys start on your way. I need a D100 from somebody, and you cast spell immunity fear on yourself, right? 2, 3.
Yes.
I'll do it too, because
And I'll cast it on anyone else up to 2 more times, then I'm out of slots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, can I use a higher slot and prepare the same spell? Even if it doesn't have a heightened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I could, but I wasn't sure.
Wait, you can prepare a lower spell and a higher spell?
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, like heal. Like heal is like a spell. Like she could literally prepare
this
heal out
doesn't
of
have
set.
heightened.
It doesn't have heightened.
Wait. Before we could I also
You-
try using Dispel Magic?
It's kind of like you're just
We already
using
did.
you're using more water to do a spell that does the same effect. Like it's not like a.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't change? Alright, that's interesting to know.
Okay, then
so,
between
sorry,
me
wha-
and Cher, we probably got this covered.
So one thing, because like everybody talked out once again, spell
Okay.
immunity as you put it on yourself doesn't actually have to counteract anything through the day. And as you guys make it through this day, going through, your frightened 2 status goes to frightened 1. Ooh.
And it was right here, right? Right about here?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Here. That's
Yeah,
that's
we'll need
the
to
little
do
part.
some more research on that.
Can we make a mark on the map there?
I was already on it.
Yeah, if you could mark it, please.
I'm sorry, what is this mark for? What did we find?
The fear
we-
effect.
We went to Fear 1 traveling through this area, Fear 2 right here, and then as we're traveling to here, back to Fear 1.
Okay.
So it's an intense effect
Yeah.
here.
Put a little circle there.
Yeah, there's unpathed, so I'll even put like a little.
Oh, we actually got here a lot faster than I thought we would.
This is
But-
desert actually, so I'll put a little desert icon. Look at that.
Well, I don't see anything.
I put the little markers on the map.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I marked that on the map for you guys.
Do not see
Thank
it.
you. It's right here.
I'm scrolling in. I don't see it. I just
It's
see where
the
the
little
line.
triangles.
Yeah, I put like.
Oh, it's a
Oh, it's
tiny
barely
triangle.
visible. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were expecting like a drawing.
It's underneath all the other drawings.
I mean, I use that for map indicators, so I gave it.
You're expecting a piece of artwork.
Yeah, a whole
People.
ass piece. Like, all right, your point. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Now, as you guys go through this day, like I said, your frightened 2 goes down to frightened 1. And nothing else interesting happens throughout the day in cafes.
It's probably Holbeck.
Cafe actually follows up with the captain, who just kind of says, "Oh, look at that! It looks like whatever's scaring you decided to run away, huh?" And she gives like a little smug smile, smug. Captain's just like, hi. And he gives her a nod. Oh, you're still looking like you're trying not to make me mad. It's okay if you say no, you know. No. And then he like,
How do plants do
and
it?
then Cafe gives the captain the look. I mean, and then like she like smiles. Oh, I'm just pulling your leg, hon. And you guys alight down here in the bottom of the mountains. Familiar looking mountains. Look at that.
How are the plants doing?
The plants, actually, give me another nature check, Miss Druid, just to see how you've been tending to them.
They're dead. They're dead, Jim.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I've also been tending.
What would a nat 1 look like? Does he
'Cause
just
I have
cut
create
off the
water.
heads?
Well, let me just make sure I had this. Okay, so 1. I'm just doing blind roll, or
You're gonna... Nah, this is public. It's not gathering information.
okay.
Nice roll.
Nice. You've been tending them pretty good. Like they're alive, they're thriving. Cafe's happy with you. Like she actually like talks to you a lot, and she seems to know a lot about plants. Oh, look at that.
She does.
Yeah, she
Oh,
knows
very well.
the ancient dragon knows a lot. What? Fucking who would've thought?
Yeah, sister's just probably just below there most of the time, just keeping light active
And
since she can't bring him up on deck for some reason.
And of course, she also gives a lasting little roar out behind you guys just to keep scaring away whatever's there. Because, yeah, so there you go. Here's another. And look at that. She's not even rolling that well, and she's pretty proud. She's momly, you know. Rawr.
Andrew's gonna ask her about the bioluminescent plants and if she's seen them over Blakeburn.
Didn't you already do that when we first got them?
No,
No,
we
that was Swift
didn't.
who went. Okay.
And she shakes her head. No, hon, you guys seem really fixated on that kind of thing.
It's only her.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to know too. I'd love to
And
see
I guess
them.
moon planter too. I have no part of it.
Oh, I would have never guessed that somebody with the name Planta on the back of his name would like plants.
Seems kind of obvious.
Hey, Mimely, can I ask you something? Just for the record, I can't cast plant growth unless I find someone to teach it to me, right?
Is that an uncommon spell?
That's right.
It's a ritual, so.
We
Oh,
will
definitely.
probably-
Yeah, you definitely have to find
Yeah,
somebody to teach you.
we'll
right
need to either go to the Druid City or probably Astalon. Those are my two best guesses. Erewhon, sorry, not Astalon. Erewhon.
Those are good guesses on where to find that kind of thing. There is circles in both places. All right, so.
Hey, I'll
there
ask Cafe.
squares?
Have you heard of this ritual?
Oh, you know how rituals are, hon. Everybody wants to keep them a secret, and she gives you a little bit of a wink.
If maybe once we track down Jinx and Misty, we can make a detour to Erelon or something just to check it out.
And she does kind of stretch at the question of knowing rituals, but I can't say I know a lot of them. She gives you a little smug look.
Are you going to teach us?
No.
Oh.
Well, she doesn't cast magic.
I also don't give away my secrets unless
I
somebody
would like
tells
to
me
roll
to.
diplomacy.
Do you have plant growth? Can you cast it?
I'll never tell. That's for me to know.
I would
She
like
has
to roll
said multiple
diplomacy.
times she doesn't do magic.
Oh,
though.
it's fine, hon. Words are words. This one just needs to be reminded a couple times.
If that's the case, then how do you turn to how do you terraform
is
yourself?
true.
I don't know.
That is true, meme.
What?
She says like all the time she doesn't cast magic.
But you change shape.
Yeah?
I guess that was part of the prank. Is that?
You're free to give me a knowledge arcana.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, I'll roll 1 too.
yours is bad. Mine's is good.
Mine's okay.
I would like to roll diplomacy to convince her,
Hold on.
in case she does.
Ooh, that's almost
You're
possible.
more than welcome to try. Share, I mean, yeah, you know it's probably technically magic, but it's also kind of like, you wouldn't necessarily, like, maybe call the way changelings change shape magical in that sense. Like, it's not really a spell, it's more just like a, let's do the thing. It's an innate ability.
Is it innate? Okay.
Yeah. Magical, but I mean, it's innate. It's not exactly like I cast spells to the universe and this thing happens. Like, she doesn't need to say magic words. She doesn't need to wave her claws.
I'll roll to make a request for her to teach us a single ritual.
Give me your diplomacy roll.
Shameless request. Go.
I would imagine.
I don't know
yes.
if is there difference in this case between shameless and regular?
I mean, she did just tell you that she like doesn't tell her secrets to those like. I mean, you're free to give me a blind diplomacy though.
Let me.
Yeah, I'll cast guidance on him to give him +1.
There you
Well,
go.
I'll say because
Okay.
I need to check shameless request because I think that gives me a negative. Because that's why I was asking. I don't know if it's necessarily a fully brazen request.
Sorry, I forgot to click it, so it linked the image instead.
Okay. When you request something, you reduce the any DC for making outrageous requests.
Wait.
All right, that's just for you to know, Mimley. So I'm just gonna there. You can apply that,
And she
and then I will roll plus guidance and whatever else.
Okay. You make this shameless request. How are you asking?
Please.
We've gotten to know each other for so long, for weeks now, Cafe. We've shared so many secrets with you. Isn't there any little ritual you could let the lot of us know, something to remember you by?
I would like to help.
Yeah, like gardening.
I like to help out with this request.
Yeah, give your diplomacy roll on how you help it out.
And saying, yeah, we've been traveling for a long while. We've been helping.
Yeah, like it has to be like an assist action. Like I'm not gonna let you make your own whole thing. Like
Okay.
Swift made the
Yeah,
request.
I would
How
also
are
like to say-
how are you doing a small thing to help
just
out? Like
I just pat Swift on the back and give him a smile to assure him that he'll be successful. There you go.
Right? Never mind.
doesn't need to be blind. All right, so he gets a +2 to his roll there. And as she kind of say
+3.
this,
+3 guidance.
3. Yes, correct. As you guys kind of say
Also,
this-
I don't know if this. Hold on, sorry. Depending on depending on whatever that roll is,
Yes.
you can if it happens to be a success, I can use Cloak of Repute to make it a critical success.
Gotcha. And let's kind of let me just read something really quick.
Yeah, look at that crit though.
I know.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
I forget. Have you
There's
told
cost for gardening.
Have you told Cafe that you're getting Aether Stone? That you guys are doing portal stuff? I forget.
Yes, because she knows we're
Yeah.
trying to get Aether Stone from her son, and that's the whole motivation of us helping her move.
I don't think we told her.
I do not think we told her that.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
I'm
either.
sure I'm sure that I
You
wouldn't.
didn't tell her about the guardian, though.
Yeah,
I don't think I
don't
would have
tell
had a
her.
reason for it to come out like the Weldstone whole thing, but at least I don't think so. At least
Yeah,
before before we
never
went back
told
to
her.
Bleak, but I don't think we would have not told her.
Uh,
I don't know. The answer is whatever helps us, Mimley.
And she kind of thinks.
Like in character, no, but like
you know, you gotta keep asking me after this. You know what they say? You give a mouse a cookie. She kind of thinks a little bit. What do you guys think? And she looks down to all of her children who are like giving her like that, like sort of look. All right, I'll teach you a small one, okay?
oh, splendid.
so she does know at least. Well, I guess anyone can do rituals.
Anyone
Right.
can do rituals.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So who's learning this one?
Sister
And
Ash.
you group teach us?
Yeah.
I guess
Oh, yes,
Swift
please.
is technically the one who made the request, so she technically
Sure.
teach Swift.
Yeah, teach me.
All right, let me go into your spells.
It doesn't matter to me anyway.
Can we sit in and take notes?
Yeah, like
You have a ritual. So it's-
Only if she wants it, but even if she doesn't, I could just turn around and teach it all to you as soon as we're not with her anymore anyways.
I want to learn from her.
yeah, like I feel like we
She,
can all
I'm not.
just sit in on the class.
Swift. She would definitely tell you as part of this. I'll teach ya, but you gotta keep it a secret. She would totally tell you that.
Swift will hold his hat to his chest, give the most honest smile and a wink, a tilt of his head. Your secret's safe with me.
All right, and she.
Roll deception.
And she. I mean, are you? Are you keeping that a secret?
Yes.
Because this isn't a fooling your DM moment. This is like, are you rolling deception on that?
I'm not intending to lie to her. No.
Okay, cool. Then she teaches you the one that's currently on your spell list.
Oh, let me see what I got.
Wait,
Spell
it's already
book?
on your spell list?
Yeah, you could just make a ritual section.
Yeah. You can.
Don't tell us though, so I
I'm
guess
not
we're
gonna
not supposed to
tell.
know.
Well, you can tell us out of character.
I don't.
No, I think
Okay.
he wants to keep it a secret.
No, I mean,
Well,
because it'd be pretty cucked if I didn't tell you guys at all what it was.
No, it's fine.
Just tell us.
Out of character, I got animate objects.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That's
Neat.
wait, that's a ritual?
Oh, wait, that was
Yeah.
to. There you go. I
There
got
you go.
this.
Oh,
You transform the target into an animated object with a level up to that allowed by the table and of a type corresponding to the object. So a broom would become an animated broom.
Nice, you
Is
got
that's
Merlin
fun.
magic.
So now you
It's
can.
Animated assault, I'm thinking of.
This is very similar to basically what H Truth had. You could almost. It's
Yes.
probably what he had.
probably
There
is.
you go. You made the connection.
Ah, wow, cool.
Do you have
Awesome.
to be an
Okay.
expert in Arcana for that, or?
I don't know. I have to see what it is.
So rituals can be performed by everybody. There's like a whole list of there's a whole rule thing for it if you want to look it up. Anybody can do it. Usually has secondary casters and things like that to make rolling easier and small requirement. It's a ritual, right? You get other people to help you out with it. Hooga chaka, and then things happen. Like
A lot. If you go
No,
up.
what is this cost column?
It's varies.
like if you want to make
Okay, yeah.
if you want to make a say you wanted to make like a creature level 5th animated object, you need to meet the prerequisites required for that, and that's how much it would cost in gold. There's still a gold component that's to this ritual.
Who am I paying?
The gods.
I
It's like it's just the gold component. It's like how spells when you guys have like material components for spells, they're used unless you're a sorcerer
All right.
with a skill.
Well, that's a win. We learned something.
You
Or at
learned
least
something.
I got something.
And also, Swift can't really do this with anybody else since he has to keep it a secret.
Aloe
someone breaks
says
his
he
promise.
doesn't
I can do it.
There's a
Al-
spell
al- al-
over
also,
one.
so the primary check is an arcana check. You have to be expert in it. Secondary check is crafting, but Swift knows this. So literally, Swift, if you want to, you can be a secondary caster in this. And have
Yes,
somebody,
I was about to
share
say.
And
I was about to say I can still like instruct you guys on how on being the caster, but I'm still the one performing it. So like you can all assist me in it without actually knowing it yourselves.
To be a primary caster, wouldn't we have to know the ritual?
No.
I don't think so, but look that up.
Like, okay, but like, I don't understand. Like, isn't the primary person
We'll
the
look
one
it
who
up
knows
later.
it?
Yep.
We'll get it cleaned up
I'll
later.
go ahead and look it up now.
We'll get it cleaned up later, and we can
got
get
the
it.
rules right in front of me, but
Well, it's not super important right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
can we go the next day? Like, I want to fight something.
All right.
Druid.
Secondary caster.
Pacifists.
I want to kick something's
Yeah,
ass.
you know, the joke-
I want to
yeah, you know,
passively
since
beat
Fury
something
is
up.
supposed to be a
You're
pacifist,
literally gonna be
that's
the
also
fish.
kind of ironic.
You're gonna be the fish. Finally, some action, and you're gonna be the first one to die.
Finally,
Fastest-
a worthy opponent.
Fastest fucking player death in the campaign.
I
Let's
need another D100 for the day as you guys continue on your way through the 10th deity day. I'm saying this more for my benefit because I'm gonna forget otherwise. Alright, so you guys do the thing. And by the thing, I mean you rolled that. So double check some things here. Just gotta double check some things. As you get to around here, it isn't till the end of the day until you see that like Cafe's normally talkative attitude slowly tapers off. And she seems to be looking straight forward and at the ground, and her eyes have become slits, and she is like scouring the landscape. Scour.
Is everything all right, Mrs. Coffee?
Oh, I asked to walk up to her and ask her if she's all right.
And you guys like look over and ask her these things, and she keeps her eyes on the ground. Oh, hon, I think it might be best if you guys leave the ship here.
Yeah, I roll perception to see what she's looking at.
You look to
How
see what
much
she's looking at,
further?
and see that she is looking at the ground.
And we ride on your back?
Holy.
She looks to her kobolds who are already all on her back.
You got Cher is small.
I think she means that there's danger ahead.
Oh, hon.
Yeah.
And she kind of gives like a little bit of like a warning, like little like tone to her voice. You know how us dragons are, right? Very territorial. I'm noticing some things that might not be best for your captain and his ship if he wants to keep it intact.
All right.
I'm just gonna take care of the plants.
It's fine. It's fine. The plants aren't going
it's
to
not
wilt.
fine.
It's
Plants.
not. All right. She's telling us that if we bring the ship with us, there's a good chance it will be destroyed and the crew will be lost, including everything on the ship.
If you're really that concerned, you can stay behind.
Or are you saying that this is where we'll split off entirely, Miss Cafe?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I can keep an eye out ahead, and we could keep going with the ship, but I can't guarantee that nothing's gonna come after you. And she gives you like that little bit of a look, and squints ahead forward. There's some things here that don't look familiar to me, and I'm just looking out for you. You guys are like my little children.
It'll be best to just get off the ship.
Okay, I'll just leave my leashie on the ship so he can take care of the plants.
The captain is going to like put hands on his side here and just be like, "Aye, well, we got cannons," and he gives a shrug. He looks toward like you guys or all of y'all, like, your call.
I mean, I don't really want to move 2 hexes a day.
That's part of the adventure, Cher.
In the mountainous, and also we're still like right by the coast. I mean, I say we take the ship and then we just protect the ship as best we can.
I don't know.
Wait. There's also, if that happens, a chance we could lose the ship.
She said that she's not recognizing some of the dragons here. It could be very dangerous.
Opposed to us though being on foot,
And like,
though?
even if, like, no matter how many hit points we have, the ship does not can still be damaged.
Yeah, but I mean, if we die anyways, it won't matter if we save the ship.
Well, we're going to be sticking close to Miss Cafe. All right, Miss Cafe, will you be walking with us so we can stay close to you?
Oh, of course, and I would recommend it.
Let's do what Cafe says. Dragon probably knows better.
Not to cut it off so suddenly, but how close are we to? Are we going to be needed?
2, 4. She would inform you. We're about 3 days off if we're going by foot.
I mean, we can do it by foot then.
Well,
We have to go around this region.
I'm just saying, like, do we actually need her to be with her for the last of it? Like, theoretically, we could just let her go the rest of the way.
And the kobolds can take the plants.
If that were a thing, she would have done it herself.
And this is what she actually. This is actually what she looks over. Oh, hon, I would not leave you alone in here. That would just be right mean of me. And she shakes her head.
Yeah.
And she kind of like tilts her head left and right. Truth be told, the only reason this ship probably isn't ripped to shreds is because I'm with you.
Yeah.
We could go directly east to Weldstone.
No, I think we're just gonna. I think this is one our DM saying this is this fucking plan.
Yeah, let's
Dude,
do what
this is
the
like.
If we leave the ship here, is the ship going to be safe?
Oh shit, that is true.
And she thinks a little bit. Oh, hon, she looks like she's considering things. Probably totally rolling knowledge checks on her own right now. Let me, you know, the dice.
It does sound like a fucked if we do, fucked if we don't. Then with the ship, the only reason the ship was together was because it was with her. But if we go with her, the ship might be destroyed anyways.
Wait. A ship with fewer creatures on it is less likely to be attacked.
She thinks a little bit, looking back at the marks. What do you guys think? And she looks toward her kobolds who like suddenly like draw all their weapons and give them a little bit of a shake. All right, how about this? We travel one more day, right? And you kind of she kind of nods. She's thinking. I imagine it would be safer if we parked one day more, a little bit closer to hubby's cavern. And then we could probably dismount. Then we'll be in his territory.
All right.
And we'll be safer there.
Safer, yeah. And she gives a little bit of a nod. Like,
Ms. Cafe, did your roars issue up some kind of territorial challenge you weren't anticipating?
oh no, not at all. And she kind of gives a little bit of a shake of her head. I mean, look. And she actually, like, because you guys are now back on the ground as you guys go through the end of the day, she points out that, like, she actually looks into the air. Watch this. And she gives that roar again and like shows off her breath weapon, which you see goes in a straight line. You see how that goes straight right there?
Yes.
And then she points to the markings on the sand, which, I mean, now that you get a good look at it and you guys are closer to the ground, I mean, these are some of those older black marks that you've seen, and pointing them out, she just like gestures a little bit. Well, these don't go in a line, do they? And she points that the fire marks on the ground go in a cone.
Does this mean your husband has been fighting off trespassers?
Oh, I mean, you know us dragons. And she gives a little bit of a shrug. I've had to do it too. There was an annoying green one like a few years back that kept trying to come into my cave. They didn't want tea though.
Yeah.
All right, so we travel one more day by ship, leave the ship inside your husband's territory, and make the rest of the travel on Hoof and Claw, correct?
Yeah, and she kind of gives a little bit of a nod, and she thinks a little bit. And I mean, you and some of your Bannermanes can stay back and guard the ship with the crew. I'm sure it'll be fine, she says in a way implying that this is a West Marches campaign, and sometimes you guys have people that aren't in the session, so it makes sense.
Oh wait, here's a question. You said cone-shaped fire patterns, right?
Yup.
Okay, I'm just
She does not seem to have a cone-shaped fire effect. Hers is a
Don't
line.
metagame too hard, but Cher would know this. It's her alignment.
Well, this is quite ominous.
No.
Well, I think the plan is well enough straightforward. One more day of travel. We'll anchor the ship somewhere here, and we'll be sure to inform the captain of what's going to happen. When we do travel one more day by ship, how many more days travel till we find your husband?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. She kind of informs you, like, honestly, it'd probably be only about a day to try to find where his cavern is on the side of the mountain.
Okay. So if things go well, 2 days at max, we'll be back on the ship, and hopefully we can deliver your plants, or at least drop them off to where your kobolds can transport them easily enough, and our escort will be complete.
Oh, you can't fool me, you. I've seen one of your party having one of those fancy bags of holding, specifically the bigger kind, she says, gesturing to the person in the party she knows got a bag of holding too.
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, I just upgraded my bag.
Yeah, like...
We can carry everything. Okay, so we park the ship, take everything with us, drop it off, return to the ship in 2 days, and we should be on our way.
And she kind of gives a little bit of a nod. And we could follow up with hubby and see if, you know, there's a safer way for you out of this mountain than you came in. Because once I'm in there, I'm probably going to be staying with him, you know?
Right. All right. I'll go and inform the captain.
Captain is informed.
Was right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if the captain was in his office or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, nodded about the cannons and stuff.
You actually see Cafe stays up, like, on watch. Like, she is on watch tonight. Like, and by on watch, I mean, yeah, she's looking. She's looking. Cool. This is good.
I'll take a watch with her.
Alright. And the pair of you don't see anything jump out at you in the night, though being in the desert, it's pretty quiet. Abnormally quiet. Seems like a lot of living things don't want to be out here right now. It's the vibe that you guys get. She even sends her kobolds like kind of out in like a little like circle pattern, and she's like, "Remember the signal, right? Throw up one of these." And she hands them one of the fireworks that you know they sell around Bleakburn.
She's telling them to throw up the blood gang sign.
So, nothing jumps out at you throughout the day, however, and the next day, Cafe says, "Alright, remember, keep the ship lower. We don't want to call too much attention if there's something out here, okay?" 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do 100 from somebody.
Who wants to do it? Because you may determine the fate of the party.
Oh.
Okay, well, I guess no one wanted to call it. Alright.
As soon as I figure out how to roll.
Moon Planner did the thing. Moon Planner
yeah,
did the
thing.
I know. And as you guys go through the day, keeping low, keeping to the outside of this little mesa, the edge of it right here, like her eyes are slits. Like you guys like see her claws are bared, and she's got like her like fangs out. Like she looks dangerous.
This is quite this is really interesting.
Like her head is like, you see her frills, right? Like where her ears are kind of twitching slightly. She's like, and her head will like occasionally like look. I just flicked my fucking headset off again. Her head like looks like left and right. She's like keeping an eye out. But nothing hits you guys. Though you guys do pass those really deep, dark, red, black marks in the side here. And now that you guys get a closer look, they are more than just that. There is blackened, charred landscape. There is giant gashes and scar marks in the side of this plateau here. There's like landfall, like giant chunks of this rock has just been like allowed to fall down at toward the bottom of the cliff, as if there's something large that has been thrashing about here.
Mainly?
Yeah, what's up?
I would like to. Can I roll a relevant skill to see if I can determine what kind of dragon left these marks?
This would be an arcane, actually.
Arcane. I was going to say survival, but all right.
Survival's for tracking. If you're trying to like learn something, like it would kind of, you're kind of like looking at signs. You know these signs exist. It's not like you haven't found the tracks. It's you're trying to determine what kinds of things made these, and your answer would be
so private GM roll.
Cher rolled Arcana, but she already knows. Can she just say it?
I have a feeling that you do know out of character, so you're free to say it. I'll correct you if you're wrong.
Well, in character, I would know too. It'd be the Red Dragons.
Yep.
The cone, yeah. Cher, that's her bloodline. She uses the literal cone attacks.
Now, Sister Ash, you know Cher's probably full of shit.
Wait. But I'm right. I'm literally right.
Yeah, but everyone's mentioning that
Sister Ash, you have a gut feeling that this is in fact not a red dragon's mark. This is a green dragon's mark.
The cones, or
Yeah.
Okay, so as for the
mean,
singeing on the ground, do you say this left by? Say the singeing was left by acid?
No, it looks like fire.
Oh,
So
okay.
what's-
So you just rolled like
Green
shit
dragons
then.
make
Okay. That's what he's saying. You rolled like shit. You know what? Sharon's gonna say, yeah, you know what? Everyone wants to believe you. Sharon's just gonna say, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, it's Green Dragon, yeah. What does she know?
Oh, it's an Arcana roll?
Yeah, Cher would know that these almost certainly are from red dragons. The big thrashing
preparing
marks,
for spells.
the way that like there's even like there's some even rocks that look like they've been straight up crunched by like massive jaws, like just pebbles in places. And then like I mean, yeah.
I don't like this music.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah, the whale sounds.
Actually, I'll get you.
It's like we're back at Mrs. Potts.
All right, I'll get you some different noise here. This will be better, huh? All right, and as you guys end the day here, Cafe, she actually looks kind of tired, a little tired, if she's probably been up for a bit, but she's like not. Doesn't seem any less vigilant. She's looking left and right, and around the afternoon when you guys land, she gestures up the way about half a day's travel as she does so. Ah, you see it there? And she points up the way, and you guys, like, she gestures to like what seems to be the most charred part of right up here. Around it seems to be the like a cave that has just been like blasted by fire by the outside. A lot of those claw marks around the way. Oh, either something really pissed off my hubby and he got really mad at his lair as kobolds, or yeah, you guys should stay close for tonight. She like she gets real close to the ship. All right, you guys know the drill. She looks for the kobolds. They kind of go out. Yes, ma'am.
Can you call out to him from here so he knows it's you?
I don't know if you want to announce yourself. There's
Yeah.
possibly
Yeah.
enemy dragon around.
And-
There's
and-
an
and-
enemy
and-
stand, you fool.
And she shakes her head. Oh no, I don't want to do that. At the very least, we want to wait till we're in my hubby's lair. Then there'll be two of us. And she kind of gives like a bit of a nod. And she looks just a tad worried.
Can we wait here?
She looks just a tad worried. She looks toward the cave again. Oh, I hope he's alright.
I hope so too.
This looks like the work of the enemy stand.
Alright.
Nerd.
You guys sleep here for the night. And per your D100 roll that you guys gave earlier, nothing happens.
Thank goodness.
Now, let's see here. Let me double check something. This would be...
I'm gonna cast
11th.
Sanctified Ground.
Okay. You do that through the night.
Yeah, and it's gonna
I'm
be
gonna prepare
protected
quench
against
and
dragons,
fold.
just in case.
Cafe would kindly ask you not to do that.
Oh.
Yes, you see, hon, I know you forget sometimes, but I am a dragon.
Yeah, but this is just for saving rolls, throws, and attack rolls and damage rolls. Wait, I can't say
Oh,
that
this-
character.
This one likes to play castles and crashes, I hear. All
I
right.
prefer ogres and oubliettes.
This is just for if we get attacked. So.
Oh, I had a friend who likes obas and oubliettes. He only liked to play in 2E though. All right.
All right, so I don't get to cast it.
No, she's gonna tell you no, man. Like that would mean she had to go like, get out of the circle or have to roll a save.
Oh.
She's like she's not in that mood right now. You guys sleep through the night. However, nothing happens. And the next day, you guys awake on the 12th, Victory Day, the day after.
12.
Well, yeah.
How did it become to 12?
You guys have been traveling. The 11th was this night. You guys slept through the 11th. It was a full moon, if that matters to you, Moon Planner. And the 12th is the is Victory Day. All right, and she awakes. She awakes and she looks towards you guys. Alright then. Well, we're only a half a day's travel away, which isn't far from me, in case something does come your way, and she kind of thinks a little bit, I got something prepared for you.
Oh, what might that be?
And she looks toward the crew. Alright, everybody stay on here. I want you to just stay on the ship, okay? She gives everybody's like, okay, do what the dragon says. And you see her start to walk around, and she seems to be doing something magical. Something. And as she's done, just before she's finished with what she's doing, she looks to you guys. All right, so who's coming with me to Hubby's?
I will.
I will as well. I'm definitely coming. Yes.
And everybody who volunteered to be in the session today volunteers themselves. Woo! And you guys, yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah, what's up?
All right. I walk over to Fireheart. Now, Fireheart, I know you're not used to dangerous situations. This is incredibly risky and probably too much for your gentle demeanor. I'll be sure to take good notes for you.
Did she come with us? She's kind of the only authority back in Bleakburn.
Well, yeah. Did she come with us?
No, she said she had to stay behind, remember?
Oh.
Yeah, I was... The
Well,
Moon Planner
okay,
just talks to the literal nothing.
Are you okay,
like she did honestly like look like a little heartbroken, but her duties is main stitch call until Amden gets back.
Okay, I will still take good notes, and no, I'm not doing well today. I'm actually incredibly anxious.
We have a
Not sure what's gonna
drawn. We have a crudely drawn cardboard cutout of fire.
Yeah, you're just talking to her. Fireheart's cardboard cutout still has the trademark raising one eyebrow at Moon Planner. It's very good character.
That's literally what I was. Yeah, Sharon drew it. That's literally how she would draw it.
If I flip it around, it's got her Neeric form.
Yes.
It's got a big fat Neeric form with his tongue sticking out. Mad eyebrows.
As if I actually look like this. Oh, we gotta get out of that now. Fucking as you guys volunteer yourselves, she has you guys step out of the thing, and as you guys do, you look back, and it's odd. The ship, which you guys disembark on, suddenly kind of like arranges itself, and it looks like a broken, charred, just mess of wood. Like,
oh, illusionary scene.
Making it look like it's already been ruined.
She kind of gives
Could
it a
be
little,
illusionary scene.
She gives a little bit of a nod. Oh yes, Red. If there is a Red around, they won't look at this twice. They don't really care about things they've already destroyed.
Well, that's a little racist, but okay.
Do you say this in character?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I'm sure it is. He gives you a little bit of a pat.
That's a giant pat.
So at this, you guys see her get low to the ground. All of her kobolds around her kind of assume their weapons, and she looks toward them. All right, I want you guys to stay here and help them out, okay? And she gives the kobolds a little bit of a nod. They go, okay. So they start kind of hiding around the various different rocks and things that they can. They're pretty good at it. And then she looks forward. Her eyes slit. You see her back kind of do that thing all the way down her spine, where all of her frills, all of her really dangerous frills she has has yet to show at this point, pop up. And they point forward. They point up. And she looks like she's in attack mode, and she's keeping herself low to the ground. Okay, let's go.
All right. Are we leaving her plants here, or do we already load them up before we leave?
Let's leave the plants here and get them. We can do that. We can do that when everything's settled.
No, we put it in the bag of holding already. That's.
Okay.
I think we need to pay attention to the cutscenes. Holy shit.
And suffocate if you could leave them in there.
Nope. Well, yeah, there's technically only a limited amount of oxygen. Just.
Yeah, but we're not keeping them in there infinitely. It's only for the day.
Yeah, but isn't it 10 minutes?
Let me see.
8 hours.
Let's see what the bag of holding 2E stuff is. Let's see.
We could just hand wave it over. Away
A
for the pod
living
this
creature
time.
placed inside the bag has enough air for 10 minutes before it begins to suffocate.
It takes
we
a
gotta
long time.
keep-
For,
Yeah. we gotta
it
keep-
takes a long time for plants to suffer that kind of damage.
I'll make that
Yeah,
argument.
but they're
That's
also-
that's perfectly valid. I'm gonna say that's valid. I'm gonna say that's valid. There you go.
Also, we could just open the bag and let more oxygen in.
Just breathe
There's
into it
also
like
no
a stress bag, like.
Yeah.
I load 30 bulk of oxygen into my bag.
All right, 30 bulk of oxygen in the bag. Good you go. Based Minecrafter. All right. The as you guys like start going with cafe up to the thing, you guys near Mr. The supposed hubby's lair. And you guys get up kind of like get up close to the point where you could probably with effort like Ord can pick up like a rock and maybe like throw it all the way inside. Okay. Here's the deal. I'll head in first, okay?
Ancient
Okay.
says, what if something else is living in this cave now?
Oh, well, we'll see, won't we?
Well, if it kills an ancient dragon, I'd say we're pretty fucked anyways. Well, you
I
guys
cast
are. Sarah
shield.
has a get out of jail free card, but
What?
I cast shield.
Cast shield on yourself. It lasts for a round.
Yes.
Then your shield
Yeah,
goes away.
I'm just gonna
That
keep
reminds me.
casting that.
And Cafe starts going, alright, you guys can start coming in after me on my signal, okay?
What's your signal?
And she'll think a little bit. Just look for a little bit of fire, okay?
A little bit of fire. Yes, ma'am.
Alright,
so Sarah's rolling invisibility. Normal, so it lasts longer.
fair enough. And I'm putting you guys on a thing right now, so give me a second.
I smell fight.
What? Who does that?
I smell the pipe playing Pfeiffer.
The hash slinging slasher? Alright,
Right,
is
fucking
Shabaka still with
hash
us? I forget if
slinging.
Shabaka's in the session with us today.
I think he
Yeah,
came back.
I am.
He's got a... Yeah, he's back.
Fantastic.
He's got a baby in the background, but he's back.
Alright. And we got tangent. Sorry, I didn't actually put your, because I wasn't sure who's gonna be on here at this time. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on here. Fantastic. I activate things.
Oh no.
Ah, it's so dark.
I can see.
Let me put on my
I had to cast.
goggles.
Wait.
I quaff my
It won't-
potion of dark vision that I bought.
Wait.
You
Wait,
need
I'll just cast
greater
light.
Dark vision, I think.
I
already
did.
have dark
I
now-
bought
vision.
the moderate one.
Now, I'm dragging you here, but you guys don't actually technically get in here until, like, she enters the cave first, and she actually kind of
Right.
slinks into it very, very quietly. Like, as big as she is, it's almost astounding how she didn't even seem to make a rock tremble stepping into the place. And not much longer, you see a little spit of fire.
That's the signal.
And are you using that
Good.
potion tangent?
I'm gonna delete it from my inventory.
Okay, please do. I will give you your dark vision.
Okay, I'd like to
you.
cast.
Like to...
For some reason, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I'm trying to increase my vision by casting spell light, but I don't know if that's working.
Don't
what?
pass light yet.
Yeah, like make sure with your party that's what you're doing first, because you guys are
That
headed.
will
guys are head-
telegraph us.
Yeah, you guys are headed into a cave, and like she's being super stealthy, and light is bright and goes
Okay,
in
yeah.
at your level a 60
Never
foot
mind.
sphere. Like yeah.
can't
Swisel
remember if I
has the
could-
goggles of night, right? So I can give you your right vision.
I can give myself dark vision. I don't know if I want to burn this. spell. Hang
Shabaka
on.
also has the goggles of night, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a potion for it. Give me a second.
Remind me to buy a new potion when we get back to town. It's
Uh,
pretty useful. I'm glad I decided to buy that last minute.
The goggles. These goggles are great.
Yeah, they are.
They are, but
Should've had a long time ago.
I got
I'm
bottled
pretty
there.
sure I'm supposed to get dark vision with the Here, the
Am I
changelings.
supposed to move my token or?
The game
Changelings don't get
paused.
dark vision by default. That's not how that works.
From the changeling stuff.
Changelings don't get dark vision by default.
No, they
live
don't.
in
I
dark
just
little
made
caves.
I just made a changeling NPC today. They do not get dark vision.
It might be
Yeah.
an ancestry feat you get at a later level. Even
I
I
didn't
have
see
to take
it.
even I have to take an ancestry feat for
I
the
actually
dark vision.
don't see my dark vision thing. It might be on Amelia, so I might just be fucked. I think I
Yeah.
left it on her.
Yeah.
And
If you
I
left it on Amelia, you do tell me that you leave her on the ship when you do these things.
didn't say that, but I did leave her on the ship. But you're wrong for assuming.
Alright, so is that everybody's various quiet dark vision methods?
Yeah. You can just give me dark vision. Though, by
I
proxy.
still can't see anything, but I guess I'm just gonna follow everyone else.
That's the thing.
I can hold Cher's hand.
I don't have a hand.
Does
Yeah.
order form a
hold-
dark vision?
Or I can put my hand on your
Last-
side and guide
Yeah.
Swift will
I
kind
have-
of keep a hoof
And-
on Ash so she doesn't get too far ahead.
And like one of them get on top of Ord while Tangent leads Ord.
I'm going
Okay.
to lead with Cher.
Please don't
Back
get
here.
too far ahead.
Yeah, actually, now that I think of that.
We're already fucking up.
I'll follow Swift's tail.
Just
No offense, Tangent.
You don't want to be in healing range?
You tend to move like really far ahead. And-
This really wouldn't be the time for anyone to be getting ahead of themselves. I'm staying at least 30 feet behind the dragon.
Can you ping yourself, Swift?
And it's about where you are, Swift, when you encounter the most terrible thing of all. Box text. As you look around the corner, you're the first to hear it and see it. Sounds of bubbling lava, bubbling really hot. Lava even at this fucking is hot. Heat is radiating out in the side over here, and once you see it, it's bright. Just around the corner over here, and you do see that cafe as she just steps over this little area, just kind of casually steps in it, and then steps through it.
That's some intense lava. That feels worse than it was at her cave. All right, I don't see any other paths, so you just have to be careful in stepping over it. Why can't I move to the left?
Would that even be safe to fly over it?
And it's about
the heat would be pretty intense.
Yeah, it's about right here. That Cher, as you start getting closer and closer into the thing, once you get to the edge of this lava, I'm gonna need you guys to give me. I assume you all are gonna eventually get to this point, so you guys all give me fortitude saves.
Okay.
Wait, I think it got,
Did we just fucking melt?
I think I've
Why?
got an ancestry feature that prevents me from having to save for intense heat.
You have some resistances against fire damage, but you're still at your core pony kind. That's one of your traits. Like you're not like 100% dragon here. You still got fur and shit, and like this is really hot. You can't. You can't, as a Kieran, jump in lava and expect to just come out unscathed. Like.
It doesn't have to be
Can't.
blind because you'll know, right? You just know.
All right. You guys. Yeah. I don't know why you guys are making these blind. Reveal yourselves.
Yeah.
Saves are always like this.
If I use aerial form, would I still need to make the save above the lava flowing over it?
It's heat. You guys are in a cave, and it's not like a
Alright.
very high cave at that. At least not where you guys are at.
I like to re-roll just in case.
Yeah, reload.
Never mind. It's just one step less severe, so I'll just say I'll roll that.
All right. Now, as you guys start rolling your saves, the DC was actually was that who's re-rolling what?
Me.
I'll reroll
Give your
too.
re-roll.
Yeah, we have a.
I haven't given you the results yet, so give your re-roll. Tangent. Are you using a hero point,
Oh.
Tangent?
Oh shit.
Mm,
Like
I
you
didn't change.
you re-rolled, Tangent. Like why?
no, I didn't re-roll.
Oh, you didn't roll at all. Okay, well.
Yeah, I didn't roll yet.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Shabaka and Shara did not change your result, though your DC was only 25.
Oh, thank goodness.
Which means that
Now
you
it's
guys
the
do not find.
barely.
you guys do not find yourself fatigued from heat exhaustion as you guys start getting into this place. Though you'll need to roll that at some point if you, again, if you stay in here for much longer. Though at this point, as you guys kind of come up to here, and see Cafe step through this, her teeth are kind of bared still. Hubby, are you in here? She gives like a little bit of a growl. There's silence for a second. Silence before you start hearing like a great shifting of fluid, lava fluid. That
Back up.
And then
I cast aerial form.
And then you hear
Swift.
it. Cafe! Is that you? God damn it, Cafe! I told you! And she looks like her frills kind of go back, and she gets the smile. Oh, hon, calm down. You act like you don't love me anymore, you. And as she smiles, oh, it's hubby. You're gonna give me an aneurysm, Cafe! We talked about this!
Oh my goodness. Two of them now.
Another ancient dragon comes around comes right up to her face, and she does not look phased at all. Oh, hon, I think you just need some time to adjust you. Cafe, I swear to God, you better have a good reason to be here. And Cafe
His fucking voice.
Cafe like Cafe, she kind of she's looking a little smug over here. She kind of has her wing out, like somewhat blocking you guys from vision, and she goes over. She kind of lays a little claw over just to massage her shoulder. Oh, of course I do, hon. Oh, and it better not be one of those adventurers again.
Back up.
And she smiles. Oh, not adventurous, you. I prefer to call them professional hobos.
Oh yeah, I'm invisible.
And she kind of, and hubby goes, ugh.
Okay, I have no idea how to move my character. I can't even see my character. Where on screen.
Hang on, my box text continues. She kind of continues. Oh, hon, they're only here for a moment, and I promise it's for a good reason. You have 2 minutes to explain before, and she kind of like nips at his frills. Before you do what, hon? He stops for a minute. He's like, before I have to go full red on your scales. And she says, oh, hon, I hope you wait till I leave at least before you do. And she just stays silent for a second, and she smiles, super smug. Oh, fine, hon, if you're so curious, I'll just let my new friends explain. That sound good? And his neck snaps, like, behind her. Oh, I'd love to hear.
Is not there.
She's
Okay.
standing between you and hubby, but he's just looking in this direction of these ones that she could see over here.
Moonplanter gives a shove towards Swift to kind of push him forward and have him speak for us.
Swift like gets up to the edge of the cliff and catches the balance. Good evening, sir. Good evening. My name be Swift Sail, and we be the Bannermanes.
Oh, Bannermanes! And he's looking at Cafe when he said, Bannermanes! It's always you with the Bannermanes!
It's been us for quite a few weeks now at this point.
He gets this look and looks at Cat. Like, all of his spines are up. He's gone full, like, fuck. He looks towards you, Swift. What Bannermanes are you from, at least? Please tell me you're not from Weldstone.
Oh, no Weldstones. In fact, we took part in getting Weldstone under new management.
Oh!
A new main stitch, thanks to us.
And it's this. I need you to give me a diplomacy roll, Swift.
Mm-hmm.
This is why Swift is running his mouth and not Moonplanter.
and he new management, huh? New management. I hope it's ones that don't dig in the goddamn ground.
No, they're still gonna do that.
I don't know what their plans are exactly. They're just less of an asshole.
And he looks at your badge, and he looks you up and he squints. His eyes turn slitly, like, again, just like Cafe, as he zooms in on your Bannermanes badge. Oh, at least this one's from Whitewater. You know, all the sailors. Pirates like to do things too, you know, Cafe. And she looks at Cafe. She's like, oh, no, this one's charming. Look at him. And she like looks over at you and like gestures, like giving his little cheeks a pinch. Cafe, stop patronizing me. Oh, I'm not patronizing you. This is patronizing you. And she pinches his cheeks. Pinch, 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 pinch. He looks less than amused and looks back toward
Swift just gives that face.
and he looks back. Oh, so you brought adventurers here. Now they, this is just great, Cafe. This is just great. All I've been dealing with here, and then you bring in more people who are probably gonna still try to steal my stuff. Isn't that right?
Well, Swift has a hoof up as he's speaking. If I may interject, sir, hubby, sir. We actually.
Hubby?
Well, that's the only name we've been given.
Yeah, and
it was like
his eyebrow like jolts up at that and like looks at you.
Why would you call him?
Because Cafe has not yet let us in on your name. She thought that you might not even want us to know your name at some point. So we've just known you as hubby for the few weeks we've been traveling with you.
Oh, so you kept at least one secret, didn't ya? Oh, I keep a lot of secrets, hubby. And she gives a little bit of a smile. Haven't given away all yours yet, have I? I do love you.
She certainly gained a lot from us. But to continue, sir, we really mean no interjection here to cause any sort of harassment to you. We came along with Miss Cafe to help her move, to help her travel from her cave on the west side of Astalon, and we were her traveling companions all the way to here.
As you say this, his head slowly looks toward Cafe. You what? And Cafe looks super innocent, and as she does, you see her kind of twirl her claw in the air a little bit, and this little like illusionary halo goes over her head. Oh, it's just a request. And she looks toward him. You wouldn't mind a partner again, would you? Cafe, with all due respect, what are you thinking? And he pulls a claw up and he kind of like rubs his temple. Cafe, you test me so much. Oh, and you're so far passing. Look at you. And she looks up and down a little bit and just kind of does that thing. Okay, come on, mister. You probably just need your lava bath to calm down. I know how you are. Cafe, I swear to God. I swear to God, Cafe. You could swear all you want. The gods aren't going to be any nicer to you. And she starts like pulling him.
Jesus Christ.
Swift, we haven't been invited in any further. Maybe we shouldn't encroach.
And also, did you just walk on lava?
No, it flew over, obviously.
He's got wings. Swift, you jump over the thing quietly. His eyes, though, are, like, fixated on Cafe, though, so he doesn't seem to really, like, notice you exactly. I mean, Moonplaner, you say what you say. He kind of dips into lava a little bit. There we go, just like old times. Isn't it right? And it looks like Cafe may or may not be trying to roll diplomacy on her own husband.
Sounds like it's necessary.
And she's goose frab.
Does Cafe have a hero point?
Can we give her a hero point?
I'd say this is exceptional circumstances.
I will use 8 as a reaction.
I will give her my hero point.
8 as a reaction.
You can't give me a D4, Swift.
Okay.
4. You bastard.
Sorry.
She gets
okay.
Oh, it's a 1.
It's okay. She gets it.
Hey!
That's more like it.
Oh, better, yeah.
And
That's a lot better. What are you talking about?
And he
From a 2 to 18.
He huffs and he puffs and he sinks into the lava.
Little lava bubbles pop up to the top. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, invite him in, I guess. You already brought him here. Hear that?
I heard it, Swift declares as he gallantly flutters on in.
How much are we supposed to
No further than right here! And he gestures right here. No further!
Swift slides on up and he stops. Well, I guess technically right here.
Can y'all make that jump?
You should be able to easily make that jump. Plus, you just got those boots of bounding, so.
Do I got like a weird? Do I?
Cher
gotta do
ain't
an
making
athletics
that
or
jump right
something?
there, Cher.
Check the log, dum dum.
Oh shit!
Hang on. Do I got to do an athletics for the jump, or do I just jump over?
You can jump over. I think an amount based on your strength score. 5 feet is less than that amount, so you'd be able to jump over.
If you get a running, okay.
And
I was
then
gonna say, if you get a running start, you get like an extra 10 feet to your jump.
Sister Ash and Tangent have flight form, I believe, and fly and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of wasting that.
Yeah, I guess I
scroll.
could just use the air.
What
real
planner?
form. Yeah.
I turned into a pterosaur because I want to be cool.
You turn into a goddamn
I have
dinosaur.
ferocious shapes, so I'll turn into
I don't think that would be a good idea. Just saying.
and I have ferocious shapes, so I guess I'll turn into a duck or something.
They are really ferocious.
No means nothing to a duck.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you guys eventually make your way to where you guys are over here. And oops, nope, there goes Cafe. Hold on. Whoops.
Okay, well, I guess you just
Yeah, hang on. Just,
ran off.
Yeah,
clipped
sorry.
the wall,
Leave us.
too.
I didn't
Sword
wish you
show.
could shape.
Yeah, I just had to go to the back rooms for a second, hon. Don't worry about it. And it's hubby who kind of takes a deep breath, and it's at this point that you guys truly kind of notice that his tail flicks above.
Back room.
It's a lot like he's got like red scalage that kind of tapers out to the edge and everything like that. It's definitely in contrast, though he is certainly a brass. As he kind of looks towards you guys a little bit.
A lot of red for a brass.
So you brought her here.
This was this was the best place we could think to move her.
And she looks.
What?
He looks toward Cafe. Why did you need to move, Cafe? Oh, you know. And she kind of like looks like a little like she actually doesn't look as smug at this. It's Shelfie. Oh, it's Shelfie this time, is it? And he kind of looks. What's he done this time? Oh, he's not our little wormling anymore. And oh, so you let him kick you out? Well, and she kind of looks like actually like a little bit like her frills pull back at this. Yeah. And, like glares at you guys. Why did you convince her to do it?
Money.
And like his eyes briefly turn to slits. Like, and he looks toward Cafe. Cafe, they're adventurers. Cafe, like,
Oh, God.
That's when I see invisibility.
you cast see invisibility. I'll let you know in case you see anything invisible. Yeah. How long does this last?
It lasts
10
for
minutes.
10 minutes.
Nice. As he's kind of talking, he rubs his temple. He brings his claw up pretty quickly to the way that like a couple flecks of lava land like close to your hooves. And he thinks, Cafe, under any other normal circumstances, I would fight you out of this cave. Oh, I'd love to see you try, you. And she gives him a little bit of a smooch on the nose. Smooch. He looks less than amused again. And he kind of rolls his eyes. So you did it for money, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. For the greater
have-
good, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's super valuable material.
So
to
how
look
much
for.
did
Knows
Chauffeur
quite a
offer
bit about
you?
gardening.
And he continues. How much did Chauffeur offer you then?
One
Aether
bulk-
stone.
Yeah, one bulk of Aetherstone.
Yeah.
pounds
Oh,
worth.
and of course I can't offer you anything else now. Fuck. And he kind of like he looks like super like annoyed at this. Had to be.
Wait, Cher says, wait,
Yeah,
you know,
maybe you could
don't get
offer-
ahead of yourself.
The stone.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh
Give her a little
no!
flutter with
He's
the
offered
wings.
you Aetherstone. That's. I don't even know how he managed to find it. The lucky bastard. And he shakes his head.
Have an idea?
Oh, I'm just happy to help.
And he he keeps rubbing he just does not stop. He's a massive headache. And give me a perception roll at this. Is Cafe kind of like she comforts him, she puts a claw around his back, and he actually like he flinches, he cringes a little bit.
Is this a
Is that a blind roll?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's definitely a blind roll. Share, Moon Planner, and Tangent, and Ord.
Oh shit.
But not used to it.
You have to reroll that blind, you.
Is this a sight thing? Because Goggles of Night gives +1 to things involving sight.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
So the people I mentioned plus where is Swift? There it is. Plus Swift.
Does the +1 help?
You guys know that as he flinches and he kind of adjusts slightly, you see some deep gashes on Mr. Hubby's hide through his scales.
Some war wounds, sir.
Go on, you can tell him, Hubby. I'm here. And she seems like interested too. It's the damn Reds. They've gotten out again, Cafe.
Step back, Ash.
And he kind of rolls his eyes. The whole gang of them. Every fucking week. They like to come over here. They like to blast their fire. They say, give me a horde or I'm gonna bring another one next week. Oh, they're up to a few now. He kind of like rolls his eyes a little bit. Oh, and you fought them all off, Hubby? She's like still like kind of massaging him, keeping him a little sated. And he looks a little bit more prideful, just slightly. What are you doing with the? I saw you roll battle medicine. What are you doing?
No, you can't.
I didn't actually mean to do that.
Okay, just making
but
sure.
was-
So he keeps like massaging her a little bit. Yeah, that was all me, but it's getting tiresome, Cafe. And he like looks toward Cafe at this, and as he does so, let's see here. I'm doing this thing. The Shabaka. You actually hear some you hear something behind you. A little bit of a clatter of rocks in this direction.
Alright.
And if you're looking that way, Mr. Shabaka, who casts See Invisibility, you'll notice that there is a head of something red peeking around the corner.
Ah, shit. Hey, Mr. Cafe or whatever. Is there gonna be a red head over here?
And he jolts up, and as he jolts up, so does the one over here. Oh, you know what time it is.
Roll.
Damn. We going in.
Invisible. Yes.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
Wait, we're not ending session here. We're spending another 2 hours in combat.
This is where I ask you guys.
Oh.
I'm good to go.
I can keep going.
Yeah, I can go a little bit longer.
The
It's
sun's
kind
out.
of 5 a.m. over here.
Wait, does that mean this
Okay,
thing is
but
invisible?
How do I turn my
Yes.
thing around?
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Red,
Hang
Ward's
on.
probably the decision maker here. Or are you able to fight this fight, or do you need some rest?
It really depends on how long it's gonna go, because if it's like 2 more hours of this, it's
I
gonna be 7
want you
a.m.
guys
by
to
the
look.
time we're
I
done.
want you guys to look at the initiative tracker right now and make that judgment.
It's going to be well over an hour, probably 2, for this combat.
I want you guys.
Yeah.
I want you guys to look at the initiative
Hey, I
tracker.
did.
Yeah, 4 young red
It's
dragons.
young
It's not
red dragon.
Young.
Well, youngs aren't actually that difficult.
Yeah.
Not adult. I summoned younger drakes and stuff. So.
Well,
So
hold
I
on.
prepared a bunch of quench.
Is
spells
Mimi
and
trying to
critical,
tell us
so-
something though?
Well, he's saying look at the. He's revealing how many so that we know. Actually, he's
Yeah.
kind of cheating for
Take a
us.
while. I think combat's going to take a while, so we should probably end session here and pick it up next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to do it, but
Maybe
if
we
Ord
can-
can.
Can we do a
guess
Saturday session?
Not this Saturday. I'm going to the Renaissance Festival. Sorry, guys.
Oh, okay. That's alright. Have fun.
Saturday.
Yeah, not this Saturday. But that being said, that is a good place for us to wrap up, regardless. So I'm gonna go ahead and push the button, say bye.
Okay.